Okay, so to kind of give us a quick recap on everything that has happened up to this point. Um, so when you first landed on crash landed on this world, you discovered that you did need some supplies, and the Outlander had sent you guys out on adventuring. You did wander into one of the leaders of this world's lairs, Bonesaw, and put on a show for them and won over the kindliness or you know of Bonesaw. He informed you uh, of a agreement he needs between Gastown and here that can only be won through the death race that they run out there. After agreeing, you guys took some time to build some monstrous creations and outfit them and weaponize them as best as you can to your what resources you had and what abilities you had. You stayed the night after finishing the beast, and some of you had some good drunken times drinking gallons of go juice throughout the night and are miraculously still alive.
Sounds about right.
On the crest of that morning, everybody collectively got into the vehicles and made their way towards Gastown. After some driving, you did arrive where you spoke with the person who runs it and entered your vehicles. You pulled up to the starting line, and as they're getting ready to count down to start the race, Archimedes notices another vehicle that pulls up next to on the left side of the beast. And Archimedes keeps just chanting, he's here, he made it. And then this is where we're picking up today. Um, before we get super heavy into this, does anybody have like any questions or want to do or say anything in reaction to what appears to be the Outlander pulling up?
I have one meta question actually.
Yes.
Um, does this point in the timeline, is this the same day we like? Did we do the practice race before we did this, or is that the day before?
It was technically before you did this.
Okay, that's fine. I just was trying to see if I what spell slots I would have or not have.
So, between I'll say like in fact, I think I actually like set the drive that it took to get from Bonesaws to Gastown. I think I counted that as a long rest
Oh, okay.
because I'm not saying that the practice race is like canon, but I'm also not saying that it's not canon.
Right, we just got some main character treatment.
Right, right.
Gotcha.
Dang. Okay. Who wants to play the DJ tonight?
I mean, I I I cast my vote for Evan. Yeah.
I think
It's
I'm
a
actually going to pass up on it tonight.
no worries. I was kind of wondering on that with what else I have you working on.
Gotcha.
uh,
I can do it. That's no problem.
it's okay. Oh, sure, go for it.
1 second. It's all in all if I can be smart enough to figure it out. So, hang on. don't. I'm trying to decide on what music I would want.
What in the butt?
What in the butt?
What?
What in the butt?
What in the butt?
Bark in the butt. Bark in the butt.
Bok bok, cock-a-doodle dizzle.
Diddly diddly do, motherfuckers! It's time to race.
Christ, I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Okay, it seems like these will just kind of cycle through. So I share my screen, and then what's important to actually like? Do I do screens, or do I need to do?
So you the screen that you share has to like be like open. Like so, like how do I describe this? Basically,
So if I just share the screen, does it like if I share my monitor, will you still hear sound?
you have to be sharing the screen that like YouTube is playing on.
So I have to
Whatever.
be sharing the application.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Can I?
It like
No, I can.
if you have it open in your browser, like as
Oh,
its own
rude.
thing, it should be like an option to pick as one of the screens.
Yeah, and I can just kind of. All I have to do is just leave it in the background somewhere, right?
That's the idea.
I think
That's
that's
the
the idea.
concept. Just gotta apply it.
What is happening?
I am not a scientist,
Hang
but
on. So much is happening right
you
now.
know.
Go live with that one. We'll see about that one.
Perfect. Holy shit! I need to turn that shit down right quick.
So do your own volume adjusting. I actually might turn it down on my side too. Is that too low for anybody?
Okay,
No.
sorry, I'm trying not to go deaf.
What now?
That's good. That sounds good to me.
Okay. Give me 2 more quick seconds. I need to make some adjustments real fast that I wasn't aware of until right now. Good grief. Come on, I can move faster than this. That's fine. That's all I need to do. And Colton said he'll be right back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure I heard that right.
Larissa, are you gonna get Baldur's Gate?
Yes.
You know about it, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. Do you want to do a campaign with us?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Would you want to do an evil one?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna play my infamous necromancer Lalesh, and she basically wants to become a god. So like, that's
Hell
what I'm gonna
yes.
do. Yeah, you like that, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna play either a paladin or a warrior or something. VMAC all over again.
Yes. Do it.
Hell yeah. No, that sounds awesome. I've been keeping an eye on Baldur's Gate.
Perfect. We should play make sure we play at least once a week. Do you think that's manageable?
It might be. It depends.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. So cool.
As we continue to like add games, it will kind of get to the point where it's like, okay, it'll be like easier for me on weeks that I don't have the kids.
That's fair. That's 100% fair, and I'm fine with that.
Okay, Colton, you got your shot in you.
I got a beer instead.
Oh, just as good. Just as good. Now that I think we're all good. I got everything that I needed to handle real quick out of the way. So, where we are starting at is everybody in their respected vehicles at the starting line just before they give the command to go. The Outlander has pulled up, who you can assume is the Outlander because you really wouldn't know who else Archimedes would be cheering for. And just before they give the call to go, you see that the Outlander's vehicle instantly jumps off the starting line. You see the vehicle dash a good couple of feet ahead and then swivel around, and is now face to face to the vehicle that was on the left of him. You see the two Gatling guns mounted to the hood start to spin, and you can instantly tell that these are large caliber rounds that just tore through this car and through everybody sitting inside of it. The Outlander then spins around and takes off into the distance.
Oh.
Everybody's shocked who just saw this. That second comes and it passes, and they give the okay to go. And everybody launches off the line.
They're just like, well, okay, now everyone else know, I guess.
I want everybody to roll initiative. I want the drivers to roll initiative together first.
Okay.
So am I going to be doing this for Python as well? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Oof, bad.
10.
Yep.
7.
18.
12.
Sorry.
That's a first. I don't think I've ever seen a Kari not go first.
I know, right?
This is wacky.
What's going on here?
The lack of violence is terrifying us more than the violence.
Literally.
What does she do when she's not violently pillaging? I don't know.
We don't know.
She whipped up some sweet treats
Oh,
when
yeah,
we
no,
first got here. So
She does, like, she's grown up with nothing but violence in feudal Japan. But she also knows the one thing that's better than fighting is eating good. So she loves making good food for herself.
Okay.
God damn it.
Akari, what did you roll?
A 12.
For some
Okay.
reason, it's
Every-
not letting me roll for Python on his character sheet, so I'm just going to roll with my dice in real life if you don't care about that.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Whatever needs to work.
Alrighty.
So for the Naza, you said you got a 9, was that, or 6, 7?
7.
7. Okay, no, that's fine. On Naza's vehicle, let's start with who's. No, I'm just gonna go by order. Let's start with Chaz. What was your roll?
12.
12. Okay. And then Patch,
Oh my
what was
God.
your roll?
18.
18. Crampy, what was your roll?
Fucking 6.
Uh,
And fucking Python got a nat 1, which gives him a 5 in initiative.
Real quick, I've made the realization not everyone's in the same campaign at the moment.
Oh, yes, that's right. Thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. So if you will please go back to the campaign and leave with your characters, and then in the general chat, the text general chat of this channel, there's a link to a new campaign that I want you to assign your characters to. This is because the original campaign had Tucker as the DM. This one I'm the DM it on. So
Gotcha.
that's why I'm having you guys do that. Because yesterday I learned a lot about how D&D Beyond actually works.
That's fair.
So wait, how do I? Oh, do I have to? I see.
I was
Yeah,
I was watching rolls and I was like, wait, I'm not seeing the rolls.
Yeah,
Time to do
that
some
makes sense.
investigating.
Okay, so the way that I have initiative set up is the reason why I have drivers go first is because that's going to dictate which car goes first, and the driver will always go first with respect to the car, and then everybody else's initiative rolls will take into place. So the beast rolled, Kotar rolled the higher number between the two drivers. So the beast is going first. It'll start with Kotar, Akari, and then if Spark needs to do anything, he will do so on his turn. Then the camera will pan over to the truck where Naza will take her turn, followed by Patch, Chazz, Crampy, and then Pyken bringing up the rear.
Okie dokie, boss.
Does that make sense? Anybody have anything they want to contest on that?
Nope, that makes sense.
Okay. Cool.
Sounds good.
Perfect. So when you guys first, Kotar, explain to me how your vehicle takes off the line. They just gave you the green to go, and everybody else around you is
floors it.
punching it.
He just fucking punches that shit, and he's gonna have Spark like give it the special boosty boost.
You see him like instantly. It's like he knew what you were going to say, and he just grabbed the bottle, climbed to the front of the supercharger, and as you punched it, he spit it into the supercharger. Your front wheels take off the ground, and you launch forward.
Awesome.
How fast are you going to accelerate this vehicle up to?
Max speed. I'm actually gonna have him just keep doing that, as I'm gonna try to just keep cast mending on the engine,
Okay.
I like
Sure.
that.
just so it keeps pushing it faster and faster, and as
Like
it
just one big Hail Mary.
as it's eventually overheating and breaking down from how hard we're pushing, I just keep mending it back together.
Okay. Roll Constitution and see if you can concentrate on that.
Okay. 24.
Oh yeah, you are performing this feat with absolutely zero issue. It reminds you of doing it in the practice race. At this point, it's muscle memory to you. You programmed it.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, is there anything you would like to do on this turn right now? There are basically right now, I'll say that with the boost, your max speed with mending still on, to not make it super OP, I'll say that you're able to easily and comfortably cruise up to about 125, 130, and that's hauling ass in this vehicle.
Awesome.
What is this music?
Yeah, this is
Is is anybody like chasing after him or like following behind him?
As of right now, with the initial launch, you launched forward above everybody, so it's like you can see the line of original cars leaving the starting line in your rearview mirror, along with Bonesaw's truck. but as of right now, it's pretty hard to tell if anybody's like even cared to get on your tail or if they're more worried about just getting off the line.
Gotcha. Okay. And are we going with the idea that Akari's already like tied the winch around her?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Like that, as far as preparation goes.
She
Gotcha.
ready. She ready.
Well then I guess we're just kind of gonna wait until something, we got some cars around us, behind us, something.
Okay. Akari, what is Akari doing? How did she handle that initial launch?
She's hanging on with one hand. I can do a strength check if you want. But she's hanging on.
If you would like to, at this point, I assume that Akari is pretty accustomed to just badassery,
Yeah.
and I don't really see her having a huge struggle holding on to the car. What the fuck is this music?
And she has her sword above her, and she's just battle crying and screeching happily.
You can try looking at like battle music or something like that.
What is this?
That sounds like war music.
Does it get better? Oh, I kind of dig this. How do you guys feel?
I think it's cool.
Cool. And we'll
It's like some techno Arabian vibe,
yeah.
right?
Wow.
Wowie.
Okay, yeah, so I will, like I said, I just assume that Akari is pretty capable of holding her own.
Yeah, and she's just holding her action to jump.
You're holding what?
She's holding her action to jump. Basically,
Okay.
the moment we get to a car close enough, she will fucking leap like a frog.
Okay. Spark is already occupied by doing the boost, so the camera is going to pan over to Naz's vehicle. Again, just at where we're starting you off is the same place that I started Kotar off. Like, they just gave you the okay to go, and you see everybody else around you launching off the line. How do you react to this, Naza?
We'll just stomp on it.
And you stomp on it, and you feel the jerk of this monstrous truck just
Yeah,
dig
I
its
fucked it.
tires into the sand and take off.
Yeah, my head bangs on the back of the headrest, and my elbow hits the part of the car and hits my funny bone. And I'm just like,
I love those descriptions.
Okay, Naza, it is your turn. Right now, as you hop off the line, how fast do you intend to speed up to?
Well, it looks like the max speed without somebody climbing out on top of the vehicle is 60.
Okay.
So just straight up as fast as we can go.
And as far as you can tell, you see the beast launch off the line and its front tires lift off the ground with Spark hanging on to the front and Akari doing Akari things. That this entire thing is probably to a normal person is really terrifying to see. Like, I'm even pretty sure, like, in this world, seeing the beast launch off the line was probably terrifying for everybody to witness. You see it accelerate ahead of you. As far as you can tell, speed-wise, you are basically keeping up neck to neck with everybody else that launched off the line. It kind of staggers here and there, back and forward, but as of right now, you guys are all pretty much going about the same speed.
Okay. So with that, what we'll do is we'll deploy. If did stepping on the gas take up my action, or do I still have one?
I'm going to say that was your reaction to the start of the race, so yes, you still have an action.
Okay, perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the medium-sized spike attack on the side of the truck.
cool.
Oof, bad. See. So I'm gonna say that wasn't a successful hit. It was just a 4.
That unfortunately is not. It as you deployed it, you realized that you were just that far away that it didn't make contact.
All right, well, that's my
Blast.
action. Just keep going.
Holding speed. Next
Yep.
up in Naz's truck, we have Patch, and then Chaz, you're on deck.
Sorry. So we're all neck and neck. We're not close though, right? We're all pretty spaced out from the start.
Yeah, like the closest car to you is going to be on the right side of the truck, where it's currently at right now. Like you could probably guesstimate at least maybe a 10-foot distance between vehicles.
Well, I would assume this track, not a single person in either car is seen, right? Like we're going into this blind.
I actually have a suggestion, real quick. It doesn't, maybe not this round, but next round. You should resolve the movement for all vehicles at the top of the round, so that way it's not kind of weird. Like, oh, it's like when they catch up on their turn, I will then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I kind of agree with that. Yeah.
So
Anyways,
seeing if
sorry.
I could, as my action, if I could improvise and sort of scout out the terrain that we're racing down, is try to help Naza avoid any serious obstacles or rough terrain.
Look out.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much
It's
play
like-
lookout from the back.
Point man.
I like that. Yeah, you can use that as an action. As far as like your actual question, because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ignore it. I did hear it.
Oh, you're good.
Like you, as everybody else on the track, like the other drivers, the other cars, like you really wouldn't know if they know this track. As per to your knowledge, it sounds like the death race is a pretty common thing. So maybe there are repeat participants, maybe there's not. But to you guys, you wouldn't right now. You really wouldn't know anything. This is your first time seeing it.
Okie
All you
dokie.
know is to follow the grooves in the road.
Okay, so with that improv, would you be okay if I rolled perception for that, or for
Yes, no, I
improvising
would
the
be.
lookout?
I would be okay with that. In fact,
Okay.
I don't know really any other way to.
Okay. I'm not sure how to change this on D&D, but since we are in a desert, it is my favored terrain as a ranger, so I will be able to double my proficiency bonus since it's related to the desert.
Fuck
And
yeah, dude.
scouting and all that jazz. So it'll roll normally, and then we'll just add 4 in on the game log.
Dude, you just happen to be teleported into a world that's your favorite terrain.
Literally, I hunt beasts, and I'm like a bounty hunter that just like is in the mountains of the desert. That's it. I wander
Wow, what a
the
world.
ways. Yeah. That is going to be a 29.
Holy shit! Okay, hold on.
Damn.
Damn.
Get it?
I always under prepare for everything. Okay, so Wyatt, I am assuming that you have seen like the Star Wars movies, right?
Yeah. Are you talking specifically the pod race? Because I watched that on repeat on VHS as a kid.
Yeah, so specifically, like I base this like the best way I can describe this track is the Tatooine pod racing track. You guys just took off the line. As far as you can see right now, you can tell that the road goes up, kind of twists and turns from the left to the right. It looks like it. You can't really tell by distance, but you can tell that it is kind of far away, as it's pretty your eyesight like itty bitty. But it looks like there is a canyon area that the track goes through.
Okay.
And as of right, that's about as far as you can see. You can see your vision kind of cuts off from there because you can't really see past entire like mountainside.
Okay. And does the canyons themselves, does it funnel down to one fine point, or are there multiple branching paths?
As far
Or,
as
I
you can
guess-
see, it looks like a narrow point. Maybe
Okay.
2 vehicles could fit through it side by side, but that's all depending on how big said vehicles are.
Okay. Oh, okie dokie.
And to also kind of like paint a picture, it's like around you, like anybody who has seen anything to do with Mad Max, imagine a variety size of vehicles. You've got other monster trucks that are similar to Bonesaws, just decked out differently. There's one vehicle, instead of on tires, it rolls on tracks. And then you have
Cool.
a variety of different little armored vehicles that other participants are driving.
It reminds me of those like RC battle like things that they have, whatever they're called, those death
Yeah.
battles. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Everyone's making their things out of scrap.
basically.
Okay. Well, I'll tap Naz on the shoulder and be like, hey, there. It looks like it comes up to a canyon to a fine point, so we wanna get there before we get stuck behind the pack, you know.
Okay.
And that I think.
And Nazla's just gonna keep her hands on the wheel straight ahead and just nod.
Cool. And I'll pass turn with that.
Chaz, you are up. Crampy, you are on deck.
All right, Chaz is going to take out his sax and begin playing "Lean on Me" as he summons a Guardian of Faith, which is a 4th level spell. So there will be a large purple astral sort of apparition on the roof of the cab. What this does is, if any hostile enemies come within 10 feet of the truck, they'll need to make a dex save. Otherwise, they'll take 20 radiant damage. It can attack up to 3 times before it dissipates.
Wow, nice.
I guess it can do up to 60 damage before it dissipates. So if it passes a save, that means it gets another attempt, essentially.
Dude, fuck yeah. What's the radius around the car?
10
The
feet.
truck, rather? Nice. Nice. What does
That's
the projection
cool.
look like?
So it's the way it's described. It's got like a sword and shield. So I'm assuming it's not to throw down the Naruto too much, but basically a Susanoo
Sure.
on top of the
Hell
truck.
yeah.
It's just, but like it also has its own saxophone.
Oh man.
Stupid.
Well, and excuse me. And because you're playing the instrument, like the amplifier picks it up, and just everybody around you hears the sound of you playing the sax, and it does draw some attention towards you as they see this thing appear.
Wow.
I need to find my actual dice. Yeah. And is there anything else you would like to do on this turn, Chaz?
That would be it. So, like I said, the first time it comes within 10 feet, it'll need to roll a dex save. Any hostile enemies for our card. So.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure that I write that down, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget. How long does that last for?
8 hours or until it's done
Okay.
60 radiant damage. So it can land 3 attacks before it dissipates.
Three attacks if it is doing the average amount of damage, right?
It's a flat 20 if it hits.
Okay.
Oh. There is no roll, it's always 20.
It's a dex save. So if they pass the save,
Oh,
no
gotcha.
damage. If they fail to save, 20 radiant damage. It can land that 3 times. But
Gotcha.
it's different enemies each time because it's only on the first
Understand.
time it comes in range.
Ooh, okay.
What if it starts its turn in it?
I would leave that to the DM. I would assume as soon as it activates, it goes into that sensor mode, essentially.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Cool.
That's awesome. Okay.
Cool.
Chaz, if that's your turn, then Crampy, you are next, with Pyken following right after you.
I'm going to let's see here. I'm going to hold a spell I'm gonna hold the spell blindness and deafness, and essentially the trigger is going to be if they come within 10 feet of the vehicle, of the truck rather. Basically, if they proc Chazz's spell, I'm going to cast blindness on the driver.
Nice.
So I'm gonna hold that. Can I maneuver to the bed of the truck from inside easily?
Would say so.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'm gonna get out of the truck and sort of like do a very like cirque du Soleil sort of like, you know, like flip around into the back of the truck as I start casting the spell and just like holding it by continuously like making little small circle movements with my hand, and that'll be my turn. Actually, no, I'll use my bonus action to how close are we to KOTOR and like all those guys?
So I'll say, with the speeds that you guys launched at, the difference between the two, KOTOR's vehicle is probably a good 25-30 feet ahead of you. They with the boost at the same time, they really launched themselves forward.
That's fine. They just need to be within 60 feet of me. So,
Okay.
I'll once I get out to the back of the truck, as I'm starting to prepare the blindness spell, I'll shout out, KOTOR! And I'll give him bardic inspiration.
Awesome.
Go towards ear twitch. He's like, I swear I heard something.
That's a D10 for you, my friend. And then
Nice.
I'll end my turn.
Okay. Pyken. What are we gonna have Pyken do?
Okay, Python's just like Python is like nervously biting his fingernails, like almost like resisting the urge to backseat drive because he is the expert. But amidst all the nail biting, he looks in the rearview mirror at some of the potential guys coming out for us, and he is going to. Oh shit. He's gonna cast a. You know what? Never mind. I'll save that. He's just going to cast. Let's see here. Fuck, dude. All this shit is not. To be honest, I forgot to look at his character sheet before, so that's my bad. Okay, you know what? Yeah, he's gonna do it. So, he'll pull out some stuff from his bag, and he goes, ha ha ha, they'll never know what hit him! And he just goes, big rock! And he's just gonna use major image to, like, make, like, a, 20-foot sort of large boulder sort of like appear 80 feet ahead, as to like make the other drivers feel like they have to drive around it, making them kind of slow down, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And they'll have to just make a save to see if they can be fooled by the illusion or not.
Does Naza have to make that same save, or no, because she saw him cast it?
He'll call it out. He'll call it
Okay.
Okay.
Also,
What was
Patch
the
Patch
dex save on
knows
that?
that rock was not there 2 seconds ago.
Perfect.
What was the dex save?
So actually, how it will work is hold on, I'm reading it right now. Yeah. As long as you do if a creature that uses. Okay, they have to make a intelligence. They have to make an investigation check versus my spell save DC. So it's just an intelligence check with the DC of 17.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. Well, one vehicle failed.
Okay.
One vehicle passed. That vehicle failed. Pass. Oh god. No, pass. Okay.
Didn't do well. I'm just gonna be on this call the whole time.
Fail.
Please.
Help me keep track of this. I've got
That's why I
3
asked
fails,
earlier
2
if you wanted
passes.
to do something before I did
Okay.
D&D.
With the Outlander taking out one vehicle, you guys are
Or I can have you in
down
here, but I need you
to
to leave so I can
you
put stuff
2
away.
plus
Because there's stuff you're not supposed
10
to see.
other participants.
Okay.
But what do you want to do in here? There's nothing for you to do.
So that
I
means
haven't finished cleaning, so there's no room to do stuff.
how many more people?
So I've got 3 fails and 2 passes. We've got 4 more cars.
wait,
That
wait,
one was a fail, so now we're up to 4 fails and 2 passes.
Bring the tablet down.
Okay.
Or the tablet's over on the couch down
That
there. Go
one's a
grab
pass. That one's a fail. So we're up to 3 passes, 5 fails.
Yes.
That's a fail. That's a fail.
Okay,
You-
so if you want, you can work this affectment, like however this affects their movement, you can work that into the next round if you want.
Right.
But he'll just sort of like do a small fist bump that like sends him up into the air out of the seat for just like a little half
Would you
inch
turn off the
and
TV
lands
upstairs?
back in to like look over
Okay,
Naza's
turn the
shoulder
TV off
as she
upstairs.
drives.
Wait, just a sec. You know, let me finish talking.
And as everybody sees this boulder appear before them, Kotar and Naza, you're both are well aware of it and are able to navigate around it just fine. Looking in the rearview mirrors as you're passing, you can see that some cars behind you are having some struggle. There's a few of them that seem to they fell behind and they saw what you were doing and they just followed.
Turn off the TV upstairs.
So they're able to make their way around this boulder
and
with you
wherever
guys.
Jamie's.
A couple of them had some scrapes where they ended up pushing each other one way or another. But there was one straggler who unfortunately couldn't see through the carnage that was happening in front of him, and as everybody diverted around the boulder at the last second, taking some scrapes from pushing each other all over the road, this poor driver runs directly into it, and all you see in your rearview mirrors is just this little puff of black smoke.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
The camera quickly pans back over to the beast. Kotar, you are up.
So what's the situation kind of happening around me? Am I still kind of in the lead, I guess, behind the Outlander?
Right now, you don't actually know where the Outlander is at.
Yeah, what
doesn't-
happened?
got a
He
head
just
start.
sped off, or did he like
Yeah,
go
he got
through
a
a
head
portal?
start.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he cheated.
He got a head. He got a head start, flipped around, took out one of the vehicles with his guns, and then turned back around and just sped off. And you don't, as of right now, you don't know where he's at.
Okay.
Are we
Alright,
gonna
He's
stop
in
any
the
round?
race at the moment. Like
At
he's doing something.
At this point, where you are down the track, you've made your way past the starting line. The boulder happened in front of you. You guys peeked around it just fine. Kotar, your vehicle still is in the lead. Where your position at now on the map, you can identify that it does look like this track is going into a canyon some mile or two ahead of you.
Like how small? Like a car wide canyon, couple car wide, or I can't tell.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
30
as far-
feet wide, 20 feet wide.
As far as you can kind of tell from your position, it looks like maybe 2 of the smaller vehicles could drive through it side by side comfortably. But if the vehicles are any larger, doing side by side might be a little bit tougher.
So the big vehicle we got will probably take up the whole road.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any cars directly behind me or no? Like outside of
Did
friendly?
you already resolve the movement?
You can see, yeah, yes, I touched base on that. So you guys have officially passed by the boulder. You're halfway down, like not like halfway down the track, but I'd say at this point you've at least traveled a good 600 feet. You're moving pretty quickly, like 60, and the beast moving at 120, 125.
Holy
That-
shit!
That thing's
Damn.
hauling ass.
We're fucking doing 125.
The
No,
truck's
that-
going 60.
I am me in a car.
Wow.
Yeah,
So-
we're like
Dangerous.
good league ahead.
And
Yeah,
Karn-
Kotar's pretty far ahead, but Naza can see him from the truck.
Okay. I think at this point, what we're gonna do is I think the beast is gonna actually start to pull back, not like hit the brakes, but he's gonna start slowing down, and he's actually gonna get behind the big truck.
Behind Naza's truck.
Yeah, my idea here, basically, just to explain my reasoning, is basically when we hit the canyon, I want the big truck to block the path ahead, and then
Right.
that way the beast is going to play tango with the cars following. That way Akari can just kind of jump into cars and mangle, and we can just keep taking people out as basically 300 style. We're going to roadblock them and just start beating the shit out of cars. I mean, of course, we're going to still be moving, but yeah.
You get it.
Okay. Yeah. No. So, and as you let off the accelerator, Spark like gets your drift real quickly, and he climbs back into the passenger seat. And as you take your foot off the accelerator, you slowly drift backwards, and you're able to kind of pull yourself into a position, not super far behind the truck, but you're staying at least, I'd say, a car's length away.
Yeah.
In case you all of a sudden have to hit the brakes.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think that's where I'm going to stay, right there, and just kind of basically wait till that, that we get to the canyon.
Akari, you are next. As you guys have come around that rock and the road kind of straightens out, you do have enemies behind you. With the distance that, because you guys were the first ones to see the rock, so you kind of took, both the beast and the truck kind of took lead. You do have at least 2 vehicles hot on your tail, though. They are, I'd want to say, at least a good, like, maybe 20 feet behind, so you're a couple cars length behind.
Okay. Are they within jumping distance?
How far can you jump?
My strength's at 20.
There's a way to calculate that. It's like the distance you can jump is your strength score plus something. I never could remember the jumping rules in D&D.
Let me see.
Would you say, like, God, oh, that's hard.
Hold
Alright,
on,
so
I'm
when
looking.
you make a high jump, you leap in the air a number of feet equal to
Long jump is
3
what you need.
3 plus your strength modifier. So I can jump about 23.
There's a long jump. There's a high jump and a long jump.
When you make a standing high jump, you can jump only half the distance. So 11 feet, right? Yeah, 12 feet.
You said 12 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say, because of the speed that you guys are traveling, you can, that would come into play. Like, physics would come into play here.
Yeah, she can just make the jump if you want to. It's all right.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say yeah. Look, because of physics and everything, I think it's okay for you to make the jump. And it's Akari. She's gonna do something badass, and I
Yeah.
want to see it. I'm here for it.
Hell yeah. She's gonna look, she's gonna poke her head out from above the car, looking upside down at Kortar. And she just looks at him with the biggest shark-eating grin with her razor-sharp teeth, and she just says, "Witness me." And she
Oh my god.
turns around and she just Hulk-style jumps from the car. Do you want me to roll acrobatics for landing?
I do.
Or
Do
athletics?
Yeah,
Athletics, yeah. Athletics.
Rage first, so you have advantage.
Yeah, I'll reach first then. Yeah, she'll have the steam coming off of her, making the skull above the beast.
Oh man.
And this one, the skull is kind of changed. It kind of has horns now from the steam that's coming from her.
Sure.
And
That smells fuck.
and I get you said I get advantage on that, right?
Yeah, because it's a strength check.
Nice. Let me see here. $27.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, you have.
Do some flips while you're at it.
Yeah. Do a flip.
Yeah, you know what she does? She jumps, and as she does a front flip, she just forms into a cannonball and just holds it as she slams into the car.
Oh, fuck, you just like human boulder yourself?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Where does she land?
Also, like the way that you jump off of this thing, it's almost like you just sail straight to the hood of the vehicle that's behind you. It's a smaller
Front
vehicle. Yeah, it's a smaller vehicle like the one that you just left from, like Kotar's, like the beast.
Perfect. She just slams into the head as it indents, and she just unfolds with her massively long katana. It's all jagged, and she just looks at the person at the window as she puts her hand on it, and she just goes, "Blood, yours, on me." And then she's going to use her first action to stab the window at the driver.
Nice.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Dirty 20.
You said a dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, that hits. I was trying to take care of something at the same time because I noticed that I couldn't turn my camera back on.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that 100% hits.
Perfect.
You're attacking the driver, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I did 27 damage.
Nice.
Get it.
Oh.
Right to the windshield.
Okay. He's still alive. He's not good. So tell me where you like stabbed him at. Like, how does this look?
She basically, when she puts it on the window, she just thrusts her blade through the window and into his stomach, where she twists the blade and then rips it out.
And that forces him to take a hand off of the steering wheel and instantly just like grab the wound as he's bleeding out everywhere.
She'll poke her head in the hole that was punctured and go, "Oh, you're a gusher. Need a hand?" As I'll use my second action to grab the steering wheel, and I want to rip the steering wheel off of the car.
Oh,
Make a strength
Christ.
check.
Oh my god, oh my
Oh
god.
my That's beautiful.
It's like the equivalent of putting a hole in someone's ship.
16.
Stop blowing holes in my ship.
It takes a little bit of effort, but with the additive just like rage and intensity, you're able to pry the steering wheel just right off the dashboard.
When she pries it off, she then hands it to him and goes, "Sorry, think you forgot this." And she's gonna jump back over to Kotar.
Yeah, I'll say like you kind of at this point are kind of starting to recognize the winch a little bit more, and instead of like making a jump backwards, we'll say like you tug on the the cord of the winch, and it just yanks you right back to Kotar's vehicle.
Oh, perfect. And when she gets yanked, she does not break eye contact with the driver that she had the steering wheel back to. She's just smiling.
Both drivers, if you are paying at this time in particular, if you're paying attention to your rearview mirrors, you see as Akari's yanked back to the vehicle, this poor bleeding person, their car just kind of wobbles back and forth before it loses control and just crashes off the track.
Fuck yeah.
You are now another vehicle down.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
All right, is that all you're doing for this turn?
Yep, that's why my turn, just preparing to jump again.
Okay. The camera quickly pans back over to Naz's vehicle. Naza, after witnessing all of this, like, how did that pan out in your brain?
So, upon seeing it, Naza kind of flinches a little while she's driving, and she's just like, "Oh shit!"
Panda's like, eyes on the road! Eyes on the road! 10 and 2! 10 and 2!
Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do? So, let's see. Are there any other vehicles within 60 feet of me?
Yes, there was another one that was hot on your tail with the one that Akari just took out.
Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast a 6th level spell. It's called Eye Bite.
Oh, yeah! I love that
yeah.
spell.
So, let's roll
Yeah,
our concentration. 13.
Ooh, you are just barely passing.
Alright. Then let's go back over to spells and read what this does, because it's fun and I like it. So, for the spell's duration, which is up to 1 minute, your eyes become an inky void imbued with dread power. One creature of my choice within 60 feet, I'm going to choose the driver, has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be affected by one of the following effects of your choice.
Okay,
And-
so go ahead.
What's your save?
It's a wisdom 16.
Okay, let's see. Oh, that's a 4.
Alright.
Oh.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick asleep. The target falls
Oh,
unconscious.
shit!
If it wakes up, it wakes up if it takes any damage or if another creature uses its action to shake the person awake.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Okay.
I love that.
Hold on, I need some help in making some decisions. 1 second. So the driver's now asleep.
Yes.
One too many go juice shots, man. Couldn't
Yeah.
handle 'em. Couldn't hang with the big dogs.
Yeah, if you can't handle the heat, if you can't handle the gasoline, get out of the tank. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see as the driver falls asleep, and as he's now asleep and the vehicle starts losing speed, you see as he kind of flops to one side, it pulls on the steering wheel and takes the vehicle off-road
Oh shit!
to where it crashes headfirst into a rock, and it launches the driver through the windshield.
Oh!
The damage from the windshield wakes him up as he just watches as he collides with the ground and slides.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Yes.
Technically taken out, but not out of the race. Technically, is his not, or is his vehicle fucking totaled?
He's down.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah! Oh shit!
Good shit.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to happen.
What does
Hey.
it look like when you cast a spell?
At least he died in his sleep.
So when she casts the spell, she she doesn't necessarily have to make eye contact. It's just within 60 feet. But what she does is she grips the steering wheel a little harder, blinks twice, and then her eyes turn this milky black color, and she glances in the rearview mirror and puts the guy behind her to sleep.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
You just like adjust the rearview mirror. See ya.
That's awesome.
And pass turn.
All right. Patch, you're next. Chaz, you're on deck. As you see these events take place, coming up, I'd say they're not more than 60 feet away from you. They're coming up, bringing up the rear of that last pack that was just dispatched. I'd say they're at least 40, 50 feet behind, so a good distance away.
Okay.
These seem to be larger vehicles. Not necessarily your size large, but they are a bit larger, and you can tell that there is more than one person in these vehicles. As they approach, you can see two people in one and three in the other.
Right. Okay. Does out of those bigger vehicles, does one seem spookier than the other? Like, does this look like a
veteran?
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
Barry?
Roll perception?
That's a 29.
I mean, the one with 3 people in it seems a little bit spookier. They seem like more happier for the carnage.
Okay, cool. Then, Pat's gonna stand in the back of the truck, and he's gonna cast Spike Growth in front of the truck.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Read me what Spike Growth does.
The ground in a 20-foot radius, centered on a point within the range, twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Okay.
That's cool.
So that's basically a 40-foot wide bit. Is there a way for him to get more than one car?
It's a 20-foot radius, so it's.
I know, but 40 feet wide. Because that's just 20 foot is just the radius.
Oh yeah, sorry, my brain forgot how to math for a second.
It's okay.
I was like, it's the diameter, no. It's not. Yeah. So it's a 40-foot radius. With that.
Diameter. It doesn't matter. Fuck me. Just keep going.
Yeah. We'll get there. The main target is the spooky 3-person car.
Okay. Okay.
I'd assume. I'm not sure how their turns are going by, but at their speed, it'd be pretty hard to stop on a dime for that radius, right?
Correct.
Sure.
Okay.
And we'll get around to that as their turn comes up.
Okay, cool. And as you cast that spell, I don't use this enough. As a bonus action, I'm gonna Patch is gonna point towards Crampy. Crampy was it Crampy or our other character that cast the illusion?
It was Piken.
It was Piken.
Yeah,
It was Piken? Okay. I'm gonna point to Piken. You keep those illusions going, buddy. Give him a little ditty and give him bardic inspiration.
He'll just kind of nuzzle into it.
He'll just nuzzle into it. Okay.
That's it. That's it for my round.
Okay. Chaz, you're up. Crampy, you're on deck.
All right. Chaz is going to switch up his musical theme, seeing as we're kind of decimating the competition. So we're now. Am I muted? Yes. Chaz is now going to mix up his musical vibe here because we're kind of crushing, literally, the competition. So he's going to start playing "We Will Rock You" on his sax as the astral
fuck
spirit
yeah.
is like banging on the shield with its sword.
Yes.
He's going to hold his action to cast Spirit Guardians if any vehicles get within 15 feet.
Okay.
Is that a concentration spell?
It is indeed a concentration spell. Effectively, what it will do, it'll summon some little angelic sort of
It's not
spirit
completely
guardians
fair,
that will
spell.
attack if they come within 15 feet. But I will save it until they activate the radius there.
The spell that you casted last turn, is that also concentration?
No, that one is a summon.
Oh, okay. Fuck yeah, cool. Then never mind.
And that will
Damn,
be it
dude.
for... So, holding my action until they come
Okay.
within 15 feet.
Until they come within that radius. Okay.
Damn. Okay.
We'll keep that. I'll need to keep that in mind when it comes down to the top of the round. Then we'll move on to Crampy and then Pike and after you.
Okay. Let's see here. We're gonna go with. Oh boy, this is a little dangerous. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm going to use my bonus action to inspire. Let's see here. I'll inspire Naza. As I yell out, I'll just like start singing along with the sax. And just be like, we will, and I'll just like stomping my feet with it and all this stuff, and I'll inspire Naza. As far as my action goes, I will I'm going to, since my spell, is anyone within 30 feet of me?
Yes, those two vehicles that we're approaching that Patch just laid the spike growth in front of, they're about 25-ish feet away.
Okay, so not the spooky looking one, but the other vehicle. I'm going to reach out with my pointer finger as I start singing, "You will lose your sight soon!" And I'm going to cast blindness on the driver. That's going to be a con save of 17.
That was a natural 20, my friend.
Oh shit! Okay, well,
What is it,
nothing. I'm like, ah! And I instead I just start to pull out my loot for next turn, and I'll end my turn.
Okay. What are we gonna have our little friend Pyken do?
Python is going to. I've been thinking about this, and I'm thinking that he's going to go for another. Yeah, I'm going to go for another major image. This time, I'm going to make it look like. Oh shit. Oh, you know what? 120 feet up the road, I'm going to like make it look like there is like several different crates full of like gasoline or go juice and stuff. Like it looks like there's a big old tank and stuff that you can like stop at to refuel if you wanted. If it, whatever. So that's it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Just make a pit stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna make like in a 20 foot by 20 foot square, make a small little pit stop.
Okay. As they drive past that, do they need to make any kind of save for that, or is it just there?
I mean, you can, if you want, you can have them roll an investigation check to see if they think it's real. Like, I mean, they don't have to stop to look at it. They can continue to drive forward. But if they wanted to see if it fools them, you can. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. Like.
Yeah. No. Hold on. I'm gonna make a quick decision. one. So, is that the? I'm sorry. Is that the end of Pyke's turn? Is that all he's doing?
Yeah, so basically, you can just have everyone roll a save, and like whether or not they think it's if they think it's real, they still don't have to stop. But like if it fools them, it fools them. That's all I'm going for.
Right. That's what I just rolled for. I just made some decisions. So
The save is 17. Wisdom.
okay.
Or intelligence, rather. Sorry.
As the spike growth, as they both start to go through the spike growth, Patch, remind me what the save was for spike growth, or does it just straight do damage?
It just straight does damage.
Okay. What was the damage that we're looking at?
Let me pull up that spell again. Sorry. That is going to be 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels through. So, yeah, that's a lot of damage. Not gonna lie, if it's 40 feet.
Yeah, that is a lot of damage.
I wanted to shred tires. I think I might accomplish that task.
Oh yeah. And they're traveling through 40 feet of that.
So yeah, so 40 divided by 5 is 8. So that's like 8 times. What's the damage?
2d4.
So that's 2d4.
16d4.
16d4 damage.
Oh my god, do it.
Oh my goodness.
Gonna crash D&D Beyond.
Wow, what a fucking cool spell.
Holy
dude. I didn't
shit.
think about that.
That is the coolest enemy. Oh my, it's frozen.
It's frozen.
The dice are figuring it out.
How many dice are you rolling?
16.
Oh, 16, okay.
36 damage.
Hey, not bad.
Is that most damage we've had so far?
I don't know. I haven't.
I think we've had a lot more than
Yeah,
that.
we've
I'm
definitely-
probably sure Car has done far more.
Yeah.
So, one vehicle comes through the other one as the tires just get shredded. Just kind of comes to a stop and it appears to be stuck in the thorns. The one that was able to come out, it's not riding on any tires, it's riding on rims. But it sees the rest stop
Oh shit!
and pulls over,
Yes.
maybe hoping to, I guess, get some new tires.
Yeah, the second they touch it, their hand just goes right through it.
And it was like, what?
What just happened?
Wow.
How peculiar.
Cool.
So as I want to know right now, like speeds that we estimate that we're traveling at. I know at this present time, Kotar, you are behind Naza.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say 60 miles an hour. That's the max speed Bone Sauce truck can go without being boosted.
Okay. So then as you guys are traveling like roughly the same speed, Kotar just a little bit slower behind Naza. You can see the opening of this canyon as it starts getting closer to you, and you can at this point easily tell that it is about the width of Bonesaw's truck. Kotar, you feel a little bit of accomplishment knowing like that this was probably a good plan.
Hell yeah.
As Patch, what is the duration of the spike growth? Is that
concentration up to 10 minutes?
up to 10 minutes?
Yes.
Is there
There is definitely a range of 150, so there's a certain point that it would lapse up, I would presume.
right? I'll say as you advance, you do notice that the spike road starts to disappear, and coming up quickly seems to be a couple more cars. These ones are gradually getting bigger in size. You do have at least one that is the same size as Kotar. This thing seems to be hauling some butt. Followed behind that is a medium-sized vehicle. Next to it, with along the inside of the medium-sized vehicles, you recognize as one of the cars that instead of riding on tires, it rides on tracks.
That's cool.
There also seems to be a truck the size of the truck that you were driving, Naza, that seems oddly familiar.
Oddly familiar.
Yes.
Do I recognize it?
You can't help but see similarities between that truck and Bonesaw's truck.
Oh,
Ooh.
Bonesaw's joined the race.
It wouldn't be Bonesaw.
Wouldn't it be
Yeah.
as like his brother with the more comically name we mocked so much?
Yes.
What was his name? It was like Hacksaw or something, or like Spike Head.
Laserface.
Bone cleaver.
Yeah,
or
Taser Face.
Taser face something.
Stupid.
Taser face.
Can't believe you
like
just
Jim
said that.
Tail Saw.
No, I like that. That's canon. It's now Taserface.
It's Taser Face.
Yeah, just point the direction for a car, she'll rip them apart.
Oh, let's go.
These vehicles are approaching fast. At the top of the round, the camera quickly pans back over to the beast. Kotar, you are up. As your turn starts, these vehicles have approached pretty steadily, pretty quickly. Closest one, the smaller one that is about your size, I'll say is about 4 car lengths behind.
4 car lengths behind, huh?
Right. So give or take like 20, 25 feet.
Now that we're in this smaller canyon, I'm gonna use the barbed wire attack.
Nice.
I'm gonna
Nice.
drop the barbed wires. So any enemy behind and any other enemy following must make a dex save of DC 18.
Oh shit. I forgot I said that one.
Yeah, I don't know how much ground it covers. I assume at least the width of one car.
I would imagine.
And yeah, so I'm gonna drop like a barbed wire.
Oh shit. So
I'll do it.
the car that was approaching you, the one that was roughly your size, some muscle car, just put some beat up muscle car in your mind. That one definitely doesn't take the barbed wire well. With it crashing, with it getting tangled up into the barbed wire, the following vehicle slams directly into it as well, bringing it to a stop. However, the vehicle that rides on tracks and the larger truck tend to just drive right over both vehicles, finishing whatever job the barbed wire is set out to do.
All right.
Okay.
Can I use can I deploy something else, or is there only one per turn?
I'll say that that does cost an action.
Gotcha. Outside of that, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Just right up Naz's tailpipe.
I might back up some. Like at least I think I'm like a car length behind, like there.
Okay. Yeah. No, and yeah, that's an easy feat to manage. You seem to be getting really, really comfortable with driving this beast. And
Hell
you
yeah.
just know it as just like it's as simple as taking your foot off the accelerator and just letting it slow down and then maintaining that speed to the distance of which you would like, about a car length behind the truck.
All right, and he's just gonna turn to a car and just say, "Well, it's your show now. You're up."
She just smiles and go, "Not a problem."
Okay,
That's
Akari,
it.
it is your turn.
How far away is the vehicle from me?
So the vehicle that the larger vehicle that rolls like on tank tracks, it's approaching at an alarming speed. It's about like at this point now 15, 20 feet away from you.
She's gonna go jump on it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Leap right over to that bitch.
Okay, let me see here. Roll an acrobatics. Athletics. I am raging, so
Uh-oh, did we lose music?
yeah. we did.
Yeah.
I rolled a 23
Oh,
on
no, this was just
athletics.
quiet or something. What did you roll? I'm sorry.
I rolled, sorry, you're okay. Let me go to log. I rolled 23.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yes, and it's at this point it is almost like you as you make these jumps, knowing that you're leaping to somebody's death, it almost feels like that's the point where you feel like you're just floating.
Well, like a butterfly, sting like a rhinoceros.
Oh my god.
She lands on the hood of the car again, right?
You can land. I'll give you an option. Do you want to land on the hood or do you want to land on the roof?
The roof.
You land directly on that roof, all spider monkey like.
Perfect. And she pokes her head from the roof as she goes, "It's her face."
Oh my god.
Does he read? Oh, I want to roll an intimidation when I say that to him.
Okay.
Let's see here. Do I get an advantage on intimidation because I'm raging?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd say at this point you get advantage on it because you're fucking scary.
That's fair. 23.
He gets wide-eyed, but then you remember that the one with tracks isn't Taserface, it's the larger vehicle behind you. And in fact, he's like shaking his head and he's pointing behind him, kind of giving you that notion of, I'm not Taserface, please don't kill me. He's terrified.
She looks at him and goes, "Crash the car!" And I'll use my last action to jump to where Taserface is.
Okay. Make another check.
Wait, is table saw in this race too?
There's tables on this race.
Okay, I rolled a 17 on intimidation for him to jump out of the car. Or to crash it.
You're trying to intimidate him to crash the car?
You will crash the car.
Crash this car, I'll kill you myself!
Oh no.
Okay, what's a... hold on.
What a world.
He just kind of like nods at you as you leap off of the vehicle.
Perfect.
He's like, okay.
You like you can
Take
do.
his word for it. Alright, see ya.
As you leap from the vehicle, he starts to swerve off to the right, and he does it nice and slow to the point where the side of the car starts to scrape against the wall of the canyon. But that kind of snaps him back, and he goes, "No, I can't do this," and drifts back into line in the canyon.
Huh?
Does Akari see this?
If you're leaping forward, I'll
Sonia?
say
Or Sonia?
right at this second, no, you haven't noticed this.
You better hope she's not the one
Okay.
that kills him next time.
Oh my god.
Do I land on Taserface's car?
What was it? Did you roll another acrobatics or athletics?
You did that. I did roll a 17 on my
Manic, isn't it?
intimidation. Midnight sucks.
Manic? Or manic?
My dog's being a big baby right now, sorry.
I don't know Boogie. I haven't watched it in years.
Athletics. That'll be a dirty 20.
Yeah, you land directly onto the hood. Almost like as you land, you're straddling the supercharger sticking out the hood.
Perfect. And she just looks up and yells, "Where's her face? I found you."
You see him squint his eyes at you through the windshield of his truck.
Having a hard time seeing. I can fix that. She's gonna use her action surge to attack.
Shit.
And
You're not done.
I'm not
2 more
done.
attacks.
Yeah, she's gonna attack him straight through the window. Does 24 hit?
A 24 does hit.
25 damage.
How are you attacking him?
She's stabbing him. She stabs him. Basically, she just double fist thrusts it through the window and hits him right in the crotch area.
Oh,
Oh,
And that blade is shredded.
Serrated.
Thank you.
because of the area that you are hitting him, he does react to this. He screams, he yelps, kind of jerks the steering wheel side to side, and you feel it sway back and forth.
When she pulls the blade out, she goes, "Don't worry, I won't hurt your face, Taser face." As she did. This time she's gonna attack again. Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does hit.
Perfect.
Kill him.
And
do a
then
murder.
Do a murder. Is that what you said?
20,
Yeah.
28 damage. 28 damage.
Okay, again, tell me how you're attacking him.
This time she's cutting. This time she's bringing it down and cutting off his left arm, and cutting through the roof of his car.
Christ.
I'm sorry, I'm struggling with music because I did not like what was going on there.
Okay.
I hate everything about this. Maybe this one will do better. No, because it's playing the same thing.
It's not what I wanted.
Okay, this is fine. This will do. Please, I apologize one more time. Explain to me what that attack looked like.
She's then going to bring down a downward two-handed slash as she cuts through the roof of his car and cuts into his shoulder, going like almost lung deep before she rips it out.
And it does cut through the car with ease, and as it dives into his shoulders, you see him grip the steering wheel and flex, almost as if he's able to stop it from chopping too far in. He takes that full damage and he is bleeding, but he's looking at you completely emotionless.
And this sends her into a frenzy, seeing someone just tank this. And she's going to go in for a bonus attack.
Holy shit.
Does 28 hit?
Oh, fuck yeah, it does.
Uh, 22 damage.
Wow.
How do you end Taserface?
I end them. She,
Straight.
when she
body.
rips it out, she just does a vertical slash where she cuts through the end of the car, and she's gonna cut from the left shoulder down to the right side of his rib and cut him completely in half, and the seat with the steering wheel.
Oh my god. And as you do this again, like as his body just kind of like slides off of him in half, he maintains that just emotionless blank stare at you.
She just smiles and grabs the back of his neck and holds him up as she stands up. And that's where she ends her turn, holding his head, upper torso, and left arm. Right arm.
And instantly the camera just pans over to Naza. Naza, witnessing all of this go on in the rear mirror, you now see a angry-looking Akari holding up half of Taserface.
That's
Titan looks over at you.
beautiful. Okay, so what is it gonna take an action for me and Pycon to trade places?
I would say so.
Okay.
Because that's gonna take a lot of maneuvering.
Okay, do you want me to roll anything for that?
Hey, just risk it. Just risk it. Just don't fucking risk. Go for it. Just do it.
Okay. Well, then we'll just do it. So we're gonna cast. Are there any vehicles 30 feet of me?
Yes, the one that drives on tracks that appeared to be trying to crash itself into the sidewall, but then corrected itself, and it's shortly behind Kotar's vehicle.
Okay. Well, what we're gonna do is kind of ridiculous, but we're gonna cast Polymorph, which is a 4th level spell.
Make Akari a dragon.
Oh, that totally isn't gonna pass. Wait, that was the wrong roll. Hold on, my bad, guys.
They make a save to resist your polymorph.
But to drive and do it at the same time, you have to roll Constitution.
Oh, I did inspire you, so you can add an inspiration.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 13, and then we'll add the D10 for Bardic Inspiration, which is 9. What's 13 plus 9?
22.
22.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So what we're gonna do, the car and the tracks, we're gonna turn the driver into a goldfish using Polymorph.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm
What a
not
way to
kidding
go.
you.
A fish in the desert. Brutal.
God damn it. I just did. Fucking
There's-
music
there's-
coming down. Music.
What kind of save do that they make?
It is a wisdom save. It's a wisdom 16.
It's amazing.
Come
Okay,
on,
if-
goldfish. Come on, goldfish.
You said 16?
Correct.
Son of a bitch, he's a goldfish.
Oh shit!
Yes!
He's a goldfish.
Yes.
I can't even make this up. He rolled a fucking 2.
Nice.
Wow.
Get it.
That's amazing.
Even with bonuses, no, he's a goldfish now. So, as this driver of this vehicle is trying to maintain his concentration, stay as close but like in relative distance away from Kotar's vehicle, holding on to the steering wheel, squinting his eyes until suddenly he just swoop into a goldfish and flops down on the seat. As he flops on the seat like magic carp style, the vehicle drifts off to the right and meets the wall and comes to a crumbling end.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Good shit.
Fuck yeah!
Pretty sure at this point you guys have 5 vehicles left.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Hey,
boy.
Naza, is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that's it. Just maintain speed and keep going.
Okay, Patch, you are up. Chaz, you are on deck.
Okie dokie. Alright, I have to sort of change. I was gonna do something to the driver, but he is now a goldfish, or is now dead.
Was that the one that I intimidated?
No, yeah, that one. He got goldfish.
He's got a good fate.
Wow. Are we close to that narrow point, the canyon-ish area?
At this point, you guys have entered it.
We entered it. Okay. Well, since we're in this canyon, we're gonna add some stealthiness to our cars here. I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh.
A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose. So, all of us vibing. Within 30 feet of you, including me, get +10 to their dexterity, stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means.
Fuck yeah.
A creature receiving this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Will be harder to hit at the very least.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're trying to play the defensive here because Akari seems to be putting in the work.
Sure.
You fucking know it.
How long does this last for?
Concentration up to an hour.
Okay. Is there anything else you were doing on this turn?
No, that'll be it for me.
Okay. Chaz, you are up. Crampy, you are
I am just gonna hold my action to activate Spirit Guardians. None of these vehicles can get close enough to our fucking truck, so.
Dude, I felt the same.
Yeah.
I held my action to cast blindness, and I realized that like we're just in first place, and that's not gonna work.
Yeah, basically.
It's basically you're holding the green shell behind you to block.
Yeah, basically.
We
yeah.
basically are. That was my plan. It's like we're just gonna block them from going any farther.
Wow.
It's like we automatically win if there's nobody left.
This is true.
This is true.
But you still take your turn, Don. That was a held action. Then now it's a new round.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep holding my action. I don't have anything that's. I don't really have a whole lot of damage since I'm mostly cleric, so all of mine are like defensive. You come in
Gotcha.
proximity type spells. So
Gotcha. Okay.
Feel your pain. Feel your pain.
Okay, so holding your action there, then Crampy, you are next. The Pike can bring it up the rear.
I look over at Chaz, and I'm like, Chaz, there's no time. Do you want to go with me to take one of those cars out of the race? You're muted. Oh.
I'm assuming you're trying to dimension door.
Yes.
Pops in the passenger seat. What's up?
Yeah, I think he'll go. As
Yes.
if you're okay with the DM, I will cast heroism on Crampy and remove my held action.
Okay. Cool.
And I'll cast it at first level.
So when I cast the spell, just outside of the bed of the truck, it's like parallel with the bed, so it just kind of like extends out horizontally almost. It's like the sound and the appearance of like your pant zipper unzipping, and the unzippage is like the portal that looks kind of blue and chaotic. And I just take your arm, and I just jump into the portal, and we just vroom into the passenger seat of one of the vehicles behind us.
So the current vehicle that would be behind you sorry, choking on my own vape. Directly behind you, other than after the goldfish driver crashed, is going to be Taserface's truck with Akari standing on top of it. So if you wanted to teleport into the nearest vehicle, that would be the vehicle you're teleporting in.
It also has a range of 500 feet.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, so I'd imagine it to be most of the cars that are left. Yeah? Or no?
Yes, most of the cars that are left, however, with the driver being incapacitated of Taserface's truck, and it is a bigger truck like Bonesaw's, it's taking up most of the width of that canyon. So as it starts to decel, it's going to be pushing vehicles behind it.
Okay, that's the one we go to then. Right as like you did onto the hood of the car, Atari, we just like whoomp into the seat. All right, I don't know how to do this, and I just like try to take the wheel and just start doing this.
Wait, did you appear at the car that Akari cut that guy up in?
Yeah, now we're driving it.
So if you appear like that, like as you whoomp into the driver's seat, and you were like, I don't know how to do this. It becomes real apparent to you that you are now sitting on the severed body of Taserface.
It doesn't faze me. I'm really focused on this race.
She just smiles at you, seeing like you get covered in blood, and she just licks her lips and holds up Taserface and goes, "Witness him."
Oh, yeah, I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't, as I still struggle to maintain control of the vehicle.
Crampy, for your essay,
That's my turn.
you're gonna have 4 10 points hit points
Nice.
at the start of every turn for the next minute.
Oh,
so
fuck, yes.
what is that? 4
Cool.
rounds?
Yes.
Crampy,
Yeah.
before I forget, will you make an intelligence check?
Sure. Oh boy, I'm not good at that.
Oh boy.
11. That's not too bad, I guess.
So it doesn't like take you very long to kind of get the gist of the vehicle, but maintaining a straight, like a perfectly straight line and maintaining speed kind of seems to be a struggle. We'll come back to that.
That's fine. As long as we don't have to turn, I should probably be okay.
Yeah, I think that. Okay, is that your guys' turn? Vomping into the truck.
Yeah, that's my action. I'll use my bonus action to inspire Akari. As I look at you through the windshield after I say what I do, I'm like, but Akari, you must kill them so we can win. Something. And that's it. I'm too focused on driving. I can't think of anything witty.
She grins at you and goes, "Are you trying to flirt with me?"
Oh, for fuck's sake. No.
She winks at you and she turns around feeling inspired.
Great. Kill him.
Please kill him and leave me alone.
That's beautiful. Cramp. What is our friend Pyken doing still on the other truck?
Okay, so Python is going to be doing. He'll inspire Naza with a series of pro tips of what she could do to improve her ability behind the wheel. And for his action, he will. Man, Python does not have a lot of spells that really are useful in this thing.
Situation.
He'll use Vicious Mockery on. Is there anyone within 60 feet?
Behind Taserface's truck, yes. You can see that the rest of the vehicles have caught up and they are caught behind you guys because you're not necessarily moving as
Okay, so I'll target one of the drivers within 60 feet, and I'll sort. Python will kind of sit out of the passenger window with his ass kind of holding onto the top of the hood of the car, and he'll just yell out, "Oh my God! Did your mom teach you how to drive?" And cast Vicious Mockery, and he'll have to make a Wisdom saving throw of 17.
Oh no, he fails at that. He rolled a 10.
So
I'll
that's
let
just
you
1d4.
with the range of 60 feet. I'll say like you can choose between the first car behind you, the second car behind you, or the third car behind you that you want to affect.
The first car.
Okay.
And that's
what
just
what
gonna
is
be
this
2 points of
affecting?
psychic damage.
And just 2 points of psychic.
Yeah, and he also technically has disadvantage on his next attack roll, and
Okay.
I don't know how that necessarily translates, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And he, like, you see him like wince. His face is he feels the 2 points. He shakes it off and goes right back into his stance, trying to make sure that he maintains his position and away from the walls.
Okay. Hey, Clarissa, would you mind taking a little bit of a break real quick?
No, we were gonna get to that here pretty shortly, so we can do that now if we need to.
Yeah, just because like Don stepped away and now Kirsten.
Yeah. Let's take a quick 10-15 minute break and we'll round up from there. Alrighty. So I'm trying to remember where we just left off at. You had just done, I believe, Crampy. You'd done the spell on the driver behind you.
Yes. And then we
did Pykin's turn.
Yes. We haven't started a new round yet, so I think it's back at the top to Kotar.
Right. We haven't advanced any either.
No.
And I need to move. I need to do something with some of our other contestants. So, at this point, you guys make it through the canyon's twists and turns. Crampy. Hold up. There you go. Crampy, will you real quickly make another intelligence check for me?
Yes. Intelligence. Come on. 3.
As you're following a good couple of car lengths away from Kotar, trying your best to stay away from the walls, you do scrape a couple of times. The truck seems to take some damage. Everybody kind of gets jostled around.
Okay, makes sense.
But as you see the light to the end of the canyon coming up, and you see Naza leave shortly behind Kotar, you feel, even though they passed through, to you it kind of feels like it just gets narrower as you get towards the end, which causes a couple more quick scrapes until you just launch out the end. A little shooken up. You guys have now left that portion of the canyon back out into the open desertous world. Vehicles of all manner are following out behind. The one behind you, Crampy, you see as it approaches hard.
Okay.
As you hear the roar of its engine as it's starting to come up behind you. And then you hear a familiar sound that you heard at the start of the race, which sounds like 2 miniguns whirling. As you see shrapnel and bullets fly through that vehicle and it explodes. Coming through that wreckage is the Outlander's vehicle.
Oh, fuck yeah! Here we go.
He pulls off to the side and comes up on the right side of your vehicle, Crampy.
Uh-huh.
We do have the rest of the vehicles approaching up hard too.
Great.
Crampy, in your vehicle, where is everybody? I need to know the locations of Chazz and Akari.
So Akari's still on the roof of the on the above the hood of the car or the truck or whatever this thing is, and then
yeah.
And then Chaz should just be next to me, and we're both kind of sitting on the bodies that were recently murdered.
Okay. A vehicle approaches up on your driver's side.
Mm-hmm.
As it comes up, you notice that it does have like some spikes, and it's coming in for a sideswipe attack, so to say.
Fuck. Okay.
Please make me a dex save.
Okay, those are one of my good ones. Not
DC
bad. 22.
Oh yeah, you as a as he comes up and you kind of see him in the side mirror or what's left of the side mirror, and as he kind of comes in and tries to run along the side of you, you're able to just kind of match his movements that way he stays at his distance away.
Fuck yeah.
There are a few others approaching, but they seem to be too far right now to make any kind of attack upon you. You still have the
Okay.
Outlander on your right side. We're gonna pan this camera all the way back up to Kotar. What are you doing,
Okay.
my friend?
And so am I still behind the truck?
Yes, behind Naza.
Okay. And then the Outlander's on. Where is he?
He's on the right side of the truck that Crampy is now piloting.
Oh, what? Crampy's in a truck too? Okay, okay.
Yeah, he dimension
Oh,
door.
No, he's in
back.
his own vehicle. He's just driving along the right side of the vehicle.
Yeah,
I must have spaced out for that part.
Yeah, me and
Yeah,
Chaz teleported into the car that
Oh, okay.
pulling people in.
Yeah. I heard y'all going over like a bunch of logistics, and I kind of just spaced out.
Sure.
Well, cool. And there's cars falling behind, right?
Yes.
We are also undetectable at the moment. The beast and the Nazi.
Like we're invisible?
Yeah. Pass without
Yeah.
a trace.
Okay. Well, shit. Okay, so KOTOR's gonna pull back towards like the following pack of cars. Would you say they're like packed close together or kind of spread apart now?
Now that you guys are out in the open, they've spread apart now. They're no longer following in a single file line. You can tell some of the straggler cars behind in this pack it kind of looks like every now and then they're trying to like ram each other and fight with each other as well. The ones near the front seem to be concentrating on catching up to you guys.
Okay, he's gonna go to the ones that are concentrating on catching up, and they're so concentrated. He's gonna get like a car length or two in front, and he's gonna drop an oil slick right in front of them.
Ooh, baby.
Okay. So you're gonna reduce speed all the way down to match them.
Yeah, pretty close. To the point, it's gonna be really hard for them to dodge this.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oil slick.
Yeah, and he's gonna drop an oil slick.
Okay. I'm gonna say for the sake of cool, like you do this. As you describe how that are you gonna like wrench on the brakes? Or are you just gonna take your foot off the accelerator? How do you get back there and then deploy that oil slick? Give us a scene.
He's gonna like pull the emergency brake and just kind of like let it spin out, dust flying, kind of smoke screen almost as he just drops it like right in that smoke screen just in front of the cars.
Fuck yeah.
How? Yeah, no, I'll say. Okay, what did I have set for the smoke screen? Where are my notes?
Oh, I was just
Yeah.
saying that because it's a desert. I just assumed dust would fly because he's like fishtailing it.
No, like I had. Let's see. What was like?
I don't even know if it has one.
Okay, what? No, hold on. I know I want to do this. Either way, one of the cars that you deployed that on gets affected by that oil slick.
Hell yeah.
So slows them down drastically. The one car next to it that kind of had a split second to dodge around it did
Mhm.
successfully.
Okay.
The other one behind the first car that made contact with the oil slick did get affected as well, and
Okay.
it slowed down drastically.
Gotcha. Okay, and I'll just do my turn there.
Ooh. So technically, I'm just going to continue to follow advantage Akari. The camera's just right on top of you.
Oh yay. Hmm. What cars are around me?
So on the passenger side of the truck that Crampy is now piloting is the Outlander. To the driver's side is a vehicle that just attempted to make an attack.
Oh, a car is
Bigger,
coming.
bigger
Okay,
vehicle equal to size of the trucks, of the big trucks.
interesting. Okay. Akari's going to Akari's gonna hand her no. Let me think real quick. How do I want to do this? Akari's gonna jump to the one that attempted to attack us. Um and she's gonna use Taser Face's head as a weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
I want her to jump and stab her sword into the side of the car, so she's hanging on the side right next to the driver's window.
Okay, do make an athletics check.
Aye, yep, again. 14.
As you leap in your midair, you kind of realize that you leapt just a little too far. You're able to catch yourself. You're just a little off to where you were originally planned.
Okay,
Maybe a little further down the vehicle than you expected.
that's fine. She can work with that. She'll just start she'll jump onto the roof of the car, and then she'll start just stabbing her sword reverse style into the passenger area from the roof.
Okay, what are your intentions here?
Try to stab him from the roof. You know, like when someone's on top of the roof and they start shooting into the driver's side.
Okay, make an attack roll at disadvantage then, since you can't necessarily see where he's at. You're just kind of stabbing blindly.
Okay, boss. I rolled 2 18s.
That hit.
Damn.
You do make contact.
Kill, kill, kill.
23 damage.
Holy shit. And you, like, it hits him as the sword comes down, it pierces him right in the shoulder. And as you push, like, it just goes deep into his shoulder blade, and you hear the wince of pain come from inside the cab as the vehicle kind of shakes back and forth, and he does regain his composure, but you can hear him breathing a little heavy from inside the car.
Oh, I bet she just rips the sword out again. And she just goes for another stab. This time she's trying to go for right above his head.
Okay, make another attack roll at disadvantage.
Alright, out of the 2 rolls I just did, 24 is the lowest one.
24 is the lowest one.
Mm-hmm.
You make contact.
Kill him.
24 damage.
And you hear, like, this is a sound that you are very familiar with, Akari, is the tip of this blade pushing its way through the top of a human skull. And just that crunch is so satisfying, almost like the break of an egg.
Peaceful.
And the truck wobbles back and forth a little bit more, but it seems to regain composure again. as you kind of feel a little bit of resistance as what's happening inside of the cab. The driver is holding on to the blade of your sword.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive, just
Oh.
barely.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end my turn, but on his turn he will take 2d4 of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And she'll
Noted.
her blade out, and on my turn then.
Okay. The camera pans upward to Naza.
All right, and we're out of the canyon and back on the open road. Is there anybody directly next to me?
You have no. It appears that Kotar has dropped speed. You seem to be leading the pack, and it appears that a mixture between the vehicle that Crampy is now piloting and Kotar is what's holding back the rest of the participants.
Oh,
You're
and
kind
the
of lone
Outlander.
wolfing it right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there's not really a lot that I can do with that.
You can slow down speed, or you can just keep
I'm
hauling
gonna just
ass.
keep going because I'm gonna win this race.
Hell yeah.
They seem to have it handled, so yeah, I guess just pass turn.
That's an Akari attitude right there.
Okay. Camera jumps to no. Who was next in initiative? It wasn't Crampy yet. It was Patch.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt. Yeah, I'm same mindset as they gotta handle a couple cars back. Let's take the first place position. I want to hop up on the front and try to pour some go juice into that intake.
Make me an athletics check.
Uh, 13.
You struggle a little bit. You weren't really expecting to have to climb out onto this vehicle, but in the heat of the moment, you said, yes, let's do this. And you make your way to the front. You take a swig, and it's kind of hard. You can't help it. That first swig, you swallow. And then you take another swig and spit it directly into the supercharger, launching the truck forward.
Fuck yeah.
Thunderbird. That'll be it for my turn then.
And then the camera jumps back to the vehicle with Crampy and Chazz. Chazz, you are up. Crampy, you are on deck. You have the Outlander on the right of you matching your speed, and you have the vehicle on the left of you that Akari is currently stabbing through the roof of.
Can I see the driver of the Outlander?
The driver, can you see the Outlander?
The specifically the driver. It's more to make sure I can cast this spell.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to cast Word of Radiance. Chazz switches up tunes. He's now channeling his inner Jack Black as he's playing Step Off. And he's going to cast Word of Radiance, which is a con save of 16 for the driver of that card.
The Outlander is an ally.
Oh, shoot. I thought that was the... Because we took over the other one. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah, the Outlander is like the guy who owns the ship that we dimension hop on.
I was thinking, like, imagine he dies.
we got the bird. She's in the dash. We're good. We'll just... Hey, bird, fly the ship. We're going to be in the back.
Okay. Oh, see,
I
it threw
think
me
you
off.
should do that.
Oh, no, it threw me off because the Outlander was the one that started off by cheating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I assumed they
Yes.
were going to be an antagonist of the rest of the race.
God.
The only other car, Akari's basically taken out the individual in that one, right? That's within eyesight of us, really.
He seems to be hanging on, but he doesn't look like he's in real good shape.
We'll target them with Word of Radiance. So it needs a con save of 16.
He rolled a 9.
All right. He took 10 radiant damage.
How this is the killing blow. So what happens to him?
Oh fuck yeah, let's hear it, dude.
So essentially, like, he's channeling that inner Jack Black as this purple like beam kind of like radiates out of the saxophone
Yes,
and just
yes.
smacks him straight in the face.
Yes.
And that
I was just gonna add. I was gonna say, like, the force of the blow to his face, because it pushes him back. Akari's sword stays, and all it does is just push the front of the sword out of his face.
Oh shit.
and that will
You
be
see
it
is
for
this card-
Chazz.
I'm sorry, you said that'll be it for Chazz?
Yeah, he is still concentrating on his heroism spell, so Crampy will still have temp 4 HP at the start of each of his turns. I think he's got 2 more turns with that bonus, unless he loses concentration.
Yeah, I have 8 temp HP right now.
Okay, then Crampy, it is on to you.
Okay, so the car that Chazz and Akari just took out, is that the same car that Kotar tried to oil slick?
No.
Okay, so how far ahead am I in relation to them?
Not super far. Couple car lengths ahead. Everybody caught up pretty quickly once you guys got out of the canyon. And Kotar dropped back there to attempt to slow them down.
Okay, so this is what I'd like to do, DM. I'm going to maneuver the vehicle at a slight, a couple degrees off to slowly start making my way towards the car that's being harried by Kotar. And once I do, I look over to Chazz. Trust me, everything will be just fine. I'm doing this because I'm feeling a little bit more heroic than I normally would. And so I'll cast Fly at 4th level, so that me and Chazz can both now fly. And Chazz, you just start to, I looked at you deep in the eyes, and I say, I believe we can fly. I believe we cannot. We will not die. Yeah. So I'll cast Fly, and as I am getting done with my maneuver, I'm going to wedge myself in between Kotor and the front of the vehicle that was being harried, and I'm just trying to fucking bail. I bail out of the car and I fly over towards Kotar's vehicle to land in it safely.
Okay.
He's like,
So, to see if you can maneuver the vehicle and cast Fly at the same time, make me a con save.
Yes, I will.
right.
16.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Fucking
Okay.
yes, I dizzle.
And so you're to make sure I understand, you're drifting this vehicle over towards Kotar, so that way as you leave it can now slow down what's behind it, and you are flying you two are flying over to Kotar's vehicle.
So the idea is, like, I want to bail, and if it becomes a hazard, At the very least, he'll have to maneuver around it, giving us more distance.
Okay.
I mean, if it causes a wreck, that's fun, but, at the very least,
Yeah,
it slows him
no.
down.
Oh, okay.
If it does, it does. If it does, it does.
Oh, okay. So, as the vehicle drifts over, and you and Chaz leave the vehicle, as you're like midair, you watch as as the truck that you just left careens into one of the cars, taking it out. The other two were able to maneuver around it. They lost a little bit of speed, not much. They've dropped back a couple of car lengths behind. Currently, right now, you have 3 opponents left in this race.
I have one quick meta question, because I didn't really think this through.
Yes.
Is Chaz going to be in a position where he can still fly to the car, or is he going to be left behind because I went after he did? Like, will he be able to catch up before?
So, yeah, no, I was actually kind of curious about that as well. So I want to jump to Chaz real quick and give him a chance to give us a reaction as this all
Yeah, there you go,
happens
sure.
and Crampy starts singing this song to you.
I assume Chaz would have followed his lead and jumped out to try and also make it to the vehicle, kind of like with that improv. Like, I guess this is what we're doing now.
Yeah. Also, can I have pulled out my lute to be playing like a wicked solo as I'm flying through the air to the Kotar's car?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Cool beans
Are you-
begin.
Are you just playing the I believe I can fly tune?
Fucking sure, but I've turned it into a gnarly shredded riff that's just as really over the top. Like there's fucking like I'm sweeping and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Sweeping, arpeggios, hammer-ons,
Yes,
pitch harmonic.
Exactly.
It all makes sense.
So that's my turn.
Okay. Do you at this point would Pike and do anything in relation, or are they just gonna enjoy the ride to the finish line?
Yeah, Python is just playing he's at this point not even worried about Naza. She proved herself miles back, and at this point he's just putting his legs out the window and with his hands behind his head. He's just at this point going out for a nice drive in the desert.
Yeah, thinking he's the best because he's the expert. He's the best teacher on driving the war machines.
Yes, for sure.
He's now the expert of teaching.
Yeah, he's definitely certified at this point.
Okay, so hang on. So that driver's dead.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many cars are left?
You have technically no, not even technically. So you have 2 opponents that are left. As
Oh, Bizzle.
this carnage takes place, you can see that it looks like the finish line is in view. With the
It's in
truck,
view?
with the truck just hauling ass. It is in view. The truck spitting flames out of his tailpipe as Patch continues to spit into it. Down by where Crampy, where your vehicle was, you see the Outlander drift in next to you and Kotar. And he just kind of gives you a nod as all of a sudden he slams backwards. He's gonna attempt to make another attack on one of those that's a nat 20 for him.
Fuck yeah.
As he does his signature move where he pulls behind another one of those vehicles, and you hear the 2 miniguns start to go as it just shreds this car into pieces, leaving you with one more vehicle that's going to use all of its might and its movement speed to catch up as close as it can to Naz's vehicle.
Would you say it's within 10 feet of Naz's vehicle?
Yes.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
Let's go.
Great turtle shell!
Let's fucking go!
All right. Let me pull it back up so I can see what it needs to roll for.
That's awesome.
This music is perfect for this.
It needs to do a dex save of 16.
That was a nat 1.
Okay,
Oh, shit.
so it just took 20 radiant damage. So the shield has Hathor is the god that Chazz worships. The shield radiates out purple energy as it blasts into the vehicle there.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You said it just took 20 radiant damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that blast, like, have any kind of effect?
No, that's one-
It's just radiant damage.
Okay.
Unless
this-
you want it
this
to
is
have some
ano-
other effect, but
I do, actually. I'm going to give it an effect. So, this is, as you see it come down and smack this car, you hear the crunch. You can tell that this took a mighty blow. And it suddenly drops speed and quickly catches itself. And Kotar, you now notice that this car is at least 3 car lengths ahead of you, directly in front of you.
It's
The camera-
hemorrhaging.
The camera pans over to Kotar as I imagine you're just gripping the steering wheel, wind rushing past you. What is your next move?
Oh, he's gonna punch it. He's gonna have the nos go and all that.
Yeah, shove your foot up his tailpipe.
And you see,
No, I'm not gonna ram him. I'm gonna fly by him and the truck and the finish line.
Oh shit, you're just going for it. Okay.
Yeah.
okay,
Do you
130 miles an hour. Just,
do you wrench a car in, or do you just drag her?
yeah, he's gonna wrench you in, of course. Just dragging a car. Your car's like, wait, what?
the car, you just get yanked right back
She's
into
laughing.
the vehicle, and you notice now that you are also joined by Crampy and Chazz.
She oh good.
Yeah, no, go ahead, give it a reaction.
She's comes flying in, and then she looks at Campy while holding Taserface's head, looking at him. She goes, "I'm so happy you made it," and she winks before looking back at the forward direction.
I have a question, DM.
Yes, go ahead.
Could I potentially make an attack of opportunity as we pass the guy?
I'll say yeah. If you're driving alongside it, yeah, I see. I think that's reasonable.
Okay. All right. Then I will do that. Uh, 22 to hit
Oh, that hits. Smaller vehicle too.
for 11 points of piercing damage as I pull out my rapier and I just shunk him right in the middle of his, chest, whatever I can reach as I, dead him through the window.
Yeah, and you stick him like right in the rib cage. You feel the blade just perfectly sliced between 2 ribs as it goes in and pulls out, and he grunts and winces, and it causes him to fall a little bit behind you guys. And now that the spark is dumping the fuel down the intake of the supercharger, like, you guys are pulling past it, no issue. The Outlander is continuing to match your speed, but he's sticking behind you.
Okay.
Python leans over to Naza. We can't let them win. Punch
Not
it!
So, I have an idea for this. Kotar, your vehicle just screaming. You catch up to
Yeah.
Naza. You guys are now side by side, but with Patch continuing to dump fuel as well,
Yeah.
the truck seems to be matching your speed. Colton, I kind of want your your opinion on this as well. What would be a good way to have them contest against each other?
You can just make them roll like a driving check, I guess. Like you can just make an ability check based off of like dexterity, maybe. I don't know. Like, what would you base driving off of, ability wise?
Say either
Dexterity or intelligence, maybe.
dexterity or intelligence.
I don't know. That's how you can do it. Or you can just, if you don't want to do that, you can just make like a. I don't know. Just, yeah, I don't know. Just do whatever.
We'll just go, because I was having Crampy do intelligence, so we'll just stick with that. I want you guys to do best 2 out of 3. Let's start with the first rolls. Both drivers make
Hold on.
intelligence
Can I
checks.
make the argument? I'm mending my engine. They're just blowing the hell out of theirs.
I can mend mine as well. I
And
have
it's-
an ending
it is-
cantrip.
It is a much larger engine than what your vehicle is equipped with. It
True.
would theoretically be able to handle a lot more abuse than what yours
Worth a
would
shot.
be.
Let's do it.
All right, intelligence.
Yes.
Naza, you are inspired still.
All right, and we're gonna use that. $18.
What's the inspiration do again?
It adds a D10 to a
Yeah.
skill check or a attack.
Okay.
Or a saving throw.
I rolled a 14.
And Naza, you are pulling ahead ever so slightly, and Kotar, you do witness this as it pulls ahead.
Oh.
Spark witnesses this as well, and takes one more swig and dumps it into the supercharger. Patch, I assume that you're doing the same.
Yeah, I'm guzzling it into the motor. Like I'm giving it my all.
Go ahead and make another intelligence check, the two of you.
Can I inspire her again?
You are.
I thought you were in my car.
Yeah, you're
Oh, yeah.
technically
Oh,
in
yeah.
his.
Sorry.
Why are you rooting for her? You're in my car.
Yeah, I got confused because of all the car hopping. I'm gonna fucking inspire Kotar. Fuck my ass.
Well, I'm gonna use my inspiration before he does that on that roll I just did.
Oh, you still have inspiration?
Yeah, I just used it now finally,
Oh, okay.
and that is a 13.
It was a 9.
Oh!
And
101.
yeah, Kotar, you start to pass again. You catch up. You guys are neck to neck, going back and forth, back and forth. Let's do one more intelligence check to see who takes it for the
Nat
win.
20, baby!
Oh shit!
Nat 2023!
12.
Wow!
You see as Spark clearly just like says, "I'm not fucking around anymore,"
Just jumps off
and
things.
just dumps like the entire crate as it just sucks. The car spits out the largest flames it's ever spit in its life.
Oh shit!
Everybody in the vehicle gets pushed back into their seats or wherever they're at.
Yeah, I actually fall out of the vehicle, but because I still have fly, I can like get myself back down.
Yeah.
As it finally just pulls forward through the finish line. Naza, you follow up. The Outlander right behind you.
Wow.
They all just kind of
Alright.
come into a screeching stop. Kotar, as your vehicle comes to a stop at the end,
Spit out, dude.
you notice that it is like just spewing smoke out of the hood. It does not appear that the motor's super happy with you.
Woo! Fuck that motor. Let's go. Don't need it no more. Where's my prize?
As you guys come to your stops, and does everybody like exit their vehicles, kind of round up, the Outlander has left his vehicle, and you see what kind of looks really different. He seems to be a lot more metallic, but kind of dressed as like a dark gothic cowboy.
Cool.
Like the get up, Outlander.
He goes, thanks, I wasn't really sure about this world. All I saw was like dirt, and I'm like, searching database, Wild West, and I went with it.
Totally off the mark, but still cool.
Yeah, did you find some sort of cowboy goss R Us?
Yeah.
He kind of chuckles. He's like, there's a planet for it.
Wait, planet?
You flew?
No, I've had this in my wardrobe for years.
Oh, you're a cosplayer. Gotcha.
He-
He said he forgot to feed them.
Looks at you really weird at this statement.
Yeah, maybe after we leave this place, you should get rid of that thing.
He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, is that bad?"
You looked fine, Outlander. I just gave you shit.
I don't know what the hell I'm looking for. I don't want a. You know what? Maybe that'll fit the mood. It's deserty. Anyways, and he congratulates you. He's like, "That was an awesome race. You guys did better than I expected."
Yeah, I
Did
just...
better than you, but
Akari holds up Taserface's severed body and hands to him. A memento for you.
God, Akari.
He doesn't even take it from you. He like kind of jumps back appalled, and it's like, "What? No, thank you. I couldn't. I have way too many in my collection. It would just gather dust up on the shelf, never being appreciated. You should keep it."
yeah, just give it to Boner dude.
Bone job.
Yeah, good old
Oh.
bone chisel.
Yeah.
Airliner agrees with this. He says, "Yes, this bone dude seems like a small chap. You should give it to him, Akari."
Yes,
Get back.
fine.
As you guys are kind of talking amongst yourself, the person that runs the death race approaches, and he approaches you, Kotar, and he goes, "That was spectacular. All of you, the blood, the carnage. I don't think anybody returned alive, did they?"
The vehicle
Good for you.
hopping, I might add, as I do a front flip, but like flip 5 more times than I should because I still have fly up.
He doesn't really pay a whole lot of attention to this. As far as he sees, he didn't do anything because Kotar won the race.
Yeah.
He goes, he tells you, Kotar, he's like, "That was amazing driving. I've never seen anybody handle a war beast like that."
Well, what can I say? Family's always the important part.
He
It's all
Reaches-
about family.
reaches into a pocket and he pulls out a scroll of paper and he goes, This is the agreement. Do with it as you will. Whoever holds this agreement gets it honored." And he hands it over to you, Kotar.
Who does?
The guy that runs the death race.
Oh, I thought the Outlander did. I was like, you just had this the whole time? Oh, gotcha. Well, I will use this appropriately.
He,
Hey guys, what the fuck were we doing with this again?
Not now, not now.
Gotcha.
he looks at the rest of you and he bows and he turns and he goes back off to wherever he came from. The Outlander kind of leans in and he goes, "What's a piece of paper about?"
I think it lets us get shit for free, like gas and parts, I guess. I don't know, something like that.
He goes, "Okay, well, where to from here?"
Honestly, I don't fucking know. I'm just winging it.
Yeah, maybe we can use this to get stuff we need to fix the ship. I don't know, but I'm about goddamn sick of all this sand in my fucking toes.
Oh, Black Thumb, dude. Yeah. What do we do with this again?
And he face palms and he goes, "We have to take it back to Bonesaw."
Oh yeah, boner guy. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get this back to drill press as soon as we can.
Kill press. Kill press.
As
I
you
thought
all
it was-
know,
I thought it was Squat Rack McGee, but anyways.
He
as
sack
you
flea. What? Sorry.
no, you're fine. As you all load up back into your vehicles, getting comfy and start your journey back. We're gonna fast track back to Bonesaw's. Takes you a while, but you pull up on the familiar site that is his stronghold. As you roll up, it doesn't really seem like anybody was waiting. There was nobody waiting for you. You just kind of pulled back into the shop. And there seems to be one person that was down there. As he sees you guys pull in, he kind of like jumps and runs up the stairs. Presumably maybe to go get Bonesaw. He returns rather quickly, and following him down the stairs is Bonesaw, and as he approaches all of you as you're getting out of the vehicles, he goes, "Hey, I wasn't expecting for you to come back. This is amazing. However, did you compete?"
Akari has Taserface sticked on her large katana, and she's holding him up like a banner.
And Bonesaw sees this and he goes, oh, Taserface. Just as ugly as when you were born.
Akari moves him so he like nods.
He giggles at this. He's like, "I find much pleasure in you." He goes, "So, is it safe to say that you won? Did you get the agreement?"
Dude, do we have to fucking spell it out for you?
Yes.
Kotor just smacked in his face. It's like, yes, we won. And he's just like tapping it like, yes, we fucking won. Good lord.
I don't really. This is not the vibe, and I really just need something not so epically huge. There we go.
That's what she said.
He takes the paper from me. He goes, "Oh, this is amazing. It looks like you fulfilled your end of the agreement. We will have the gas that we need. I will give you what you need. I've gathered some supplies that all of which you told me you needed while you were gone, in case of your return. It should be everything that you need, and you are free to take it," as he gestures to a truck that looks like it's been equipped to haul a small trailer of all the supplies that you need. And he goes, of course, I would
Nice.
provide you with another vehicle because I do need mine back. The other two you can take. As he kind of pans at the Outlander's car and kind of looks back. Is there anything else I can do for you? Are you sure you must go?
Dude, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'm good with going.
We're on tour, baby. We can't stay here for too long.
But this place is heaven. I mean, surely one can just be their self.
Atari, you remind me of my cat growing up. You know how they leave mice at the front door?
First of all, cats are majestic hunters.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so Bonesaw kind of looks around at all of you. He goes, well, your legends will be told for generations. I don't think I've ever seen two vehicles come back in one piece from a death race. And he walks over to you, Akari, and he puts his arm around you and he says, I wish you could stay. There's much that my men could learn from you. You would train only the best of the best.
Last minute swoon.
As she kind of bites on her nails nervously, happily, as she's becoming very giddy.
And he looks down at his own hands and he says, I fear that here soon I won't have the strength to keep up with them, and somebody will have to take my place. I can offer you
Oh my god!
a position to stay, to train them, and then when I am gone, I will name you successor.
Yes, gladly.
Are you serious?
And she walks right behind Bonesaw. giggling
Atari!
happily.
Do you hear what you're saying?
With his arm around your shoulder, as he kind of waving, he's like, oh, you're gonna love it here. On Tuesdays we fight each other.
And I expected tacos. What the fuck?
As the rest of you kind of gather your thoughts on Akari just kind of dipping without even a glance back, what are everybody's thoughts on this?
You know what? As shocking as it is, this place is pretty much built for Akari, and hey, if we ever come back, if she wants to, go back on tour, it's fine, but look at this place. And I just looked at it with disgust.
You get me?
Oh, Akari, hi. There are parts of you that I will miss.
Or is it the cooking?
The cooking, yes.
Wait, you cooked? Like he says it out loud.
As she looks at you kind of blankly. I made the octopus snack. Don't you remember? Delicious.
Yeah, the sushi thing or whatever.
Yeah,
Honestly, I can't remember much because of the gasoline, I feel like.
There's like holes in your brain now.
Yeah, like, I got brain damage because of gasoline.
So at this point, this will be farting.
Nice.
What the fuck?
That was really good. That was my favorite part.
Yeah.
This will be parting farewell
Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah.
to Akari. If anybody would like to say final words, their piece.
I'll just walk up to Akari, and I'll give her a very withdrawn hug, and I just pull back and extend her shoulders, arm's length away as I hold her on the shoulders. I'm like, Akari, It's been real, and it's also been very bloody. You've been great. The best bodyguard this band could have ever had. So, okay, good luck. And I just turn around and I walk away.
Right when he turns around, she gives him a bear hug. I would like to roll a strength check.
Do it.
I won't even contest because I didn't even see it coming.
That would be a 12 on the strength of the hug.
Yeah, you just cracked like a couple of my bones and then try to knock the air out of me a little bit.
She like picks you up and shakes you a few times before letting you go. You've been held now.
Yeah, I fall down and like my hair gets out of place. Okay, yes, Akari, you were one of. You're great.
Amazing.
I will miss you. And I back down to let someone else say something.
I think
Nappa's just gonna wave and say, "Do a murder. Good luck."
Do a murder.
do a murder.
You do a murder too.
Oh my god! It's like a phrase of endearment.
Oh my lord. KOTOR, KOTOR, I just KOTOR do a murder. KOTOR's just like, wow. You know, it makes me think back to the time we like killed a king for not much reason and then also killed his big ass pet. God, the murder of times we had were fun.
Murder.
You know, I won't miss the blood though, but it was fun.
But that's the good part. What? What is wrong with you?
Honestly, the gasoline, I think.
I can respect that.
Well, Akari, from the first second I met you, you tried to slit my throat. So
Which was like 2 days ago, right?
yeah, like it seems like you have ties with these people, but like this world is meant for you, Akari. Kill some bitches, okay?
Oh my god.
You know, when you guys come here, I'll have some freshly made skull bowls for you. You have soup in them.
I'm good.
I'll have one for you. Don't worry.
Great.
Great.
Chaz will look at both of them and go, Akari, butterific saw man. You literally embody the exact opposite of everything my god stands for. And then he just walks away.
I think that was my favorite one.
And she's just laughing as loud as she can when you said that.
Wow.
That was fucking funny.
Wow.
As everybody says their goodbyes, and Akari takes that one final look and turns around and follows up the stairs with Bonesaw. As the rest of you, who wants to drive the truck hauling all of the equipment?
I'll send it. I haven't driven a single car this entire time we've been here. Let's try these war beasts out.
Yeah, I
thought he said
in
warmies.
the front passenger seat, being a big backseat driver.
Make a make an intelligence check, Patch.
Oh baby, that's a crisp 11.
You struggle as I imagine the beast and the Outlander take off. You struggle. The car kind of jerks back and forth, trying to get the clutch and the gas to work. And Piken, being a backseat driver, is definitely not helping at all. Because
No,
you got
not
it.
at all.
I can see him in the car just being like, "Well, you listen to me. I'm the expert."
Yes.
It takes a little bit. It's spit and sputter, but You get it to at least second gear, and you don't really trust to pull it out of that gear just yet.
Right. Respectable.
You travel. God damn it, the gifts.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh no.
You guys travel for some time. Following the Outlander as he takes the lead, he's at this point pretty familiar, and you can see as he's driving through the back window of his car, little Archimedes is sitting atop his shoulder. You guys pull up to the ship. Patch, as you guys come in, it's still kind of like as you're trying to figure out how to come to a stop. It's a spit and sputter, jerking back and forth until it finally just stalls in place. But you're pretty happy with it because you were trying to stop at that place anyways.
Yeah.
The Outlander turns to you and says, "It's gonna take me a minute to kind of get the ship back up and running. I imagine baking under the sun, it's going to be pretty toasty in there, especially with the ship being off. Shade right here might provide a little bit better cooling while I get everything, while me and Archimedes get everything going." As he taps the tail light of his vehicle, and you see it just like start to crumple in on itself until it becomes just a little miniature of the car, about
Oh, that's
Hot
cool.
Wheel size.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He
I thought the
picks-
ship was falling apart. I was like, what the fuck?
No, just his car. He picks it up and
That's
kind of
cool.
like tosses it and catches it and slides it into his pocket. As he turns and goes up the stairs, all of you kind of take refuge in the shade. If you want to have any kind of RP moments here, I'll let you. But we're gonna cut to the inside as the Outlander. You see the camera pan the Outlander as he goes up the stairs into the ship. As he walks into the cockpit area of the ship, you see him kind of like just go, "Ugh, finally I can take this off," as he shakes, and the skin and the clothes that you are wearing just kind of peel off and fall onto the ground, and you see a metallic-like skeleton full of clockwork and gears, metal pipes spouting steam out of every elbow. As he takes a step forward out of that, back into what appears to be his original suit and his original form. As Archimedes flies his top hat down onto his head, and he says, "We got some work, my friend." Fast track, next about like a couple hours passed. And the Outlander comes down and informs you, he's like, "I believe we can go." So you all start to like get up from sitting in the shade. Kotar, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Didn't see that coming.
That's a dirty 20.
As you go to get up, all of a sudden something flies over your shoulder and sticks into the side of the ship. As this draws
wow.
everybody's attention to behind Kotar, you now see several vehicles have approached, all equipped with harpoons, and
Oh,
Bonesaw
fuck me. Oh,
Gets it.
oh.
gets out one of the trucks and says, "You think you could hide this from me? A vehicle of much superior than to mine, and you think I would let you just leave with this?"
Oh, shit. What?
You're double crossing us.
Yes. No. You entered this with false pretenses.
We just withheld information. Come on, everybody does that.
Stupid.
Yeah,
As-
you didn't tell us everything, right?
He's like, enough. This vehicle, as he looks up to it, this stays. There's much we can learn from this. As the Outlander is ushering everybody quickly, like, get on the ship. We can, like, let's go.
Oh,
Who-
damn. I
what
thought we
are-
were going to fight him. He was going to have an early retirement.
What are you guys doing?
Getting the fuck on the ship.
Get in the ship!
Yeah, I'm getting off this desert.
Outlander, is it fixed? Is it fixed?
Chaz is going to cast Spirit Guardians and send them on all of the vehicles that just pulled up.
What does that do?
It calls for spirits to protect me. Anything within a 15-foot radius. If they come within 15 feet, they need to make a Wisdom saving throw. Otherwise, they take 3d8 of radiant damage. If we're not wanting to start combat, it's more of a defensive countermeasure to give us time to get onto the ship.
Okay. I'm sorry. I also have this to deal with. So if they move, what was supposed to, they need to make a dex save, you said?
If they're within 15 feet of me, they need to do a Wisdom saving throw. Otherwise, they're going to take radiant damage. And if they aren't in 15 feet, if they move within 15 feet of us, that will trigger them needing to make the saving throw.
Okay, there's at least 4 vehicles here, all equipped with harpoons, plus give or so take odd men occupying said vehicles, plus bone saw. But I'm just going to base it off of like said vehicles since everybody is currently still in the cars. 1 passes, 1 fails. That one fails. You said it was DC 15? 17? Or
16.
what was the DC? 16. Okay. So only 1 vehicle passes that check. And you said they take how many points of necrotic?
They're going to take 18 radiant damage.
Radiant. Okay. This hits the vehicles very, very hardly. As the one that passed the check fires another harpoon as everybody else is trying to rush their ways onto the ship. Kotar, I need you to make me 1 more dexterity saving throw.
That's an 8.
Oh shit.
As you turn to move your way to the stairs to go up into the ship, you feel this harpoon pierce through your back, through the front of your chest. This is a rather large harpoon. As everybody is rushing their way onto the ship, and they kind of glance back to see this happen, you see your friend fall to his knees and slump forward as blood just billows out of his body. The Outlander's screaming now, everybody on the ship, everybody on the ship. There's no time for this.
Am I dead?
Yeah, did he just die?
Yeah.
And is he just outright dead, or like?
Yeah, like can I react to that? Can I help a brother out?
Yeah, 'cause
Like
I can heal him if he's not like.
Same. I have
Outright dead.
wounds. Like
Hang on, I'm deciding that now.
was meta moment. Was this Kotor? Did you want to die?
Yeah, like is that what's happening here, or?
Yeah, if you
As-
want this to like do your do. I don't want to.
Yeah. He's dying.
Yeah, he's dying.
Oh, okay.
I'm just being an actor over here.
Okay. All right.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Then we'll get back in
don't
character.
do her!
Yeah.
Ah!
I'm just throwing up like a face right now.
As you see that vehicle retract the harpoon, it whips Kotar back with it mid-air as the harpoon's traveling backwards, pulling Kotar. Kotar does come loose from the harpoon in 2 separate pieces.
Oh my god!
Damn, okay, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Shit, I got a fucking scorpion fatality.
Oh my Jesus!
As the Outlander again insists, everybody needs to get on, like, inside. Let's go. He
Oh my
rushes
God,
you,
yeah.
rushes you all to the cockpit. As he's like, strap in, and he heads to the front of the ship, starts slapping his buttons, turning his wheels. You hear the ship start to steam itself to life. As it lifts off, you feel 2 more thuds against the side of the ship. And as you can see through the front window of the cockpit, Bonesaw's down there pointing, yelling, "You're not getting away. Reel them back." As the 2 vehicles that are holding on to you now start
Oh
driving
shit!
backwards. At this time, Bonesaw is just smiling as you start drifting closer and closer back to the ground. Out of the distance, there seems to be something that was waiting. Seems to be angry at what is transpiring. And as it emerges from behind a sand pile, you see Akari coming up.
Oh?
Akari,
Oh shit! Okay.
Go ahead and give us a scene as you
Akari,
approach Bonesaw.
Akari just jumps like the Hulk and lands in front between Bonesaw and the ship. She's sitting kind of like how Koreans sit, their butt hanging near the floor, as she goes, "Kid. You guys thought you could leave." And as she stands up, looking at the ship, she then aims her sword at Bonesaw and goes, "Kid. You think you can kill my non-psychopaths? Those are my non-psychopaths. And if anyone's gonna kill them, it's me when I decide it. Not you. Kid. And as she aims her sword at Bonesaw for the first time, the group will see her ever do something formal. She grips her katana with both hands as she goes into a formal katana stance. She lets out a small sigh of breath as she closes her eyes, and the steam begins to raise off of her body, creating a massive skull with horns and shark-like teeth. And she dashes at Bonesaw in one swift move.
Fuck yeah! Like Zantetsuken style.
Exactly.
And it happens so quickly, Bonesaw can't even react. He's more stunned that the trust that he just put into you was ultimately his demise. He lets the strike happen. Where do you hit him at, Akari?
When she slices so fast that she slides in the sand. She whips the blood from her sword as she goes, "And you thought you stood a chance? I am Akari, the Blood Samurai, the feudal reaper of Japan and Tokyo's slaughter. You stood no chance. Ki. As his body slides into his legs go on his knees, and as his legs go forward, his body goes back, falling between his legs.
Wow.
as Bonesaw just, that's his end, that's his demise. The other two, the other men that are in the vehicles, you see them release the harpoons from their vehicles, letting the ship go as they get out and are now bowing in front of you.
That's what I fucking thought.
And she laughs at seeing this and she goes, "The only people who are coming back with me are the strong. I'm calling for a calling of the weak. Whoever survives this may come back to me to the base." And she just sits cross-legged in the sand with her back towards
As
turn
we
the
start blasting off.
Yep, and she sits down cross-legged with her sword stabbed into the sand, and she just gives up. Even though her back is turned to the group, her hand just goes up with a fist, and then her hand goes down as she watches sees the reaction of the people from her order.
Is your intention with, like, are they supposed to fight each other?
Yeah, only the strong are coming back with her.
And the second you say this, it's like a instant mosh pit as they start swinging fists, fighting with each other. There's blood, there's cracking of bones, there's screaming, some in pain, some in war, as the Outlander pulls his ship up and leaves this planet's atmosphere. He pulls it off into the breaches of space, kind of lets cruise control take over as he turns and he goes, I'm so sorry to all of you. This must be hard, losing a friend.
Yeah, and as he says that, I'll like in a moment of remembrance, I'll play a tune in honor of our friends that are no longer with us. And it's just going to be like a soft acoustic version of "I Believe I Can Fly."
Oh my god.
I love it.
The Outlander looks around at the crew that's left, the band that's left. He goes, "Well, the car is gone. We'll have to definitely, come back for Christmas or something to visit."
Yeah, whatever that means. We definitely need a fucking drummer now.
And he says, "Yes, we're out, Kotar. You really want to replace him that quick? Damn, you're all business. I appreciate that about you."
We're on tour. You're our tour manager. Get your shit together, Outlander.
He goes, right, wait. I never wanted that title anyways. Right. So, what's next? What type of adventure are you looking for?
I think my vote technically took us to the planet we just went to, so I'll cast myself out of the vote.
Something not so sandy.
Right, it gets in all the fucking crevices and then you can't get it out of shit.
It's stupid.
Like, not so sandy. Okay. We did the water thing.
Chaz, where do you want to go? What anywhere?
Well, I was gonna say a beach with some babes, but apparently Sam's fucking out, so.
I mean, we can do that. I mean, I'm not even there, so.
Hey, there's water. I can at least rinse off. It ain't
True,
the
there's
desert.
water.
We could
What about Patch?
We could go to a world where everyone is made of fuzzy, soft material.
Yeah, like Unicorn Land,
Like
where
a
there's
furry?
sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a nice change of pace right now.
He goes, the Outlander is like, I have no idea what a unicorn is, but I like rainbows, as he turns and skips to the front of the ship again. He goes, hold on, and with no warning just punches it.
Oh no.
I like how the dead man said rainbows and the Outlander heard that.
Hey, we're jumping between dimensions. Who knows how that shit works? You know,
Yeah,
maybe
true.
you're just force ghosting yourself.
Yeah,
you know.
Kotar's ghost
Yeah.
is just in the back. Damn you, replacing me!
Wow.
As he punches it, and you guys see that familiar sight of the rift coming up, the rumble of the ship, as it feels like it's going to rattle itself apart, but you've learned to gain trust in this old beast. As it enters the rift, as it starts flying around back and forth, Outlander seems to be trying to find his destination. All you see is just bright lights wishing past the window. A few moments pass by. The ship starts to shake. This feels like a familiar shake. But maybe not? As it shakes again. The Outlander, a little confused, moving around some switches and knobs, turning some gears. You hear spits of steam going off behind you in every direction. The ship shakes again. And next thing you know, you're being blinded by this light that appears to be ripping into existence. As it expands quite a ways, it opens up and a figure steps out of it. This is a rather large figure. In fact, I would say that as large as it is, it has to duck just to stand comfortably in the cockpit of the ship.
Like while we're in space still.
While you're inside of the, traveling in the rift, yes.
So it's just like some huge cosmic being.
Evan, explain your new character for us.
Oh shit! God damn it!
Okay, so standing before you, of course, is like a 10-foot tall creature. Like, you know me by now. It's gonna be like a
Your
big
vision.
thing. Yeah. It's actually a demon.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna post in chat what it looks like. If there's, of course, there's anime fans here. So if you've seen Ancient Magnus Bride, you might remember who it looks like, kind of.
Do you play the fiddle?
Holy shit. That's metal as fuck.
Oh Christ!
Yeah, when he comes out,
what
there's
I
like a
said.
metal fiddle in the background from the
Wait, are
Devil
you
Was Down to
serious?
Georgia. Yeah,
Oh, fuck
like
yeah.
it literally, you just hear like the solo of The Devil Went Down to Georgia when he comes out of the portal.
We literally played the
fuck
House of the
yeah.
Rising Sun last session.
Yeah. So standing before you is a 10-foot tall, absolutely jacked demon. He actually is a large-sized creature, so he's just the Hulk, basically.
Cool.
Yeah, like the Hulk in a Quinjet. He's just having to like almost squat this fit. And he just looks. He looks at the party and he's like, "Wow, I can't believe I'm finally here. I am like your biggest fan. Y'all are like world renowned down in hell. Really, I would say renowned throughout hell. Really, just me. Nobody else really knows about you, but I am your biggest fan." So when I heard Ozzy Osbourne was like sponsoring your fucking band, I had to beg him to send me here. I swear, he is such a fucking stick in the mud. I
Oh my
had to
God.
beg and plead for literally a week straight, and finally he sent me here. But anyways, I'm your biggest fan. Let me tag along. Basically, he's a groupie.
Wow. I would introduce us, but I'm sure you already know our names. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Guzzle.
Yeah, Guzzle.
My name is really is Gazelle, but it's Guzzle.
Guzzle.
I do love alcohol, but anyways.
Well, Guzzle, consider yourself drank. I don't know. There's a joke in there somewhere about drinking something. We have room. We just lost our drummer and a bodyguard. So, just to let you know, it's likely you might not make it to the end of the tour.
That's fine. If I die, I just go back to hell and reborn. But I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Bo, I can't play an instrument. I could probably do the cowbell, or like I can play like a mean recorder, but it's really bad. So actually, I can't play it.
Oh my god! We'll get the logistics worked out next time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Show me some drums. I'll try and practice. But for now, I'll cheer you on from the side.
Oh.
At this point, the Outlander turns around and sees this monstrosity. He kind of he looks up at it as he kind of cowers back, and he looks down to the rest of the party and goes, "How many more times does this have to happen?"
Oh my god, is that the Outlander?
Oh my god.
I can't believe it. I'm so glad to meet you. As he turns around, he has this massive flaming greatsword on his back. I just love your antics. The whole cowboy thing. Chef's kiss. Anyways, I'll be in the corner. Don't mind me.
So anybody paying attention to the Outlander, what you see is out the bottom of the Outlander's pant legs drops like a couple of cog gears and a spring.
Shat himself.
Essentially.
Oh my god.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna go back to driving now. As he turns around and Archimedes pops up and he says, sir, I don't want to alarm, but there also seems to be something
Oh my god, here we go.
closing up on us. And he goes, what is it? Can you get a lock on it? Is it another ship? Are we under attack? Archimedes goes, I don't know. He goes, what do you mean you don't know? As he grabs Archimedes and kind of gives it a little squeeze. Archimedes peeps back, I don't. It's moving too fast. As you feel a large thud and the ship shakes. And you hear this strange noise start to resonate throughout the ship. Archimedes says, it seems to be boarding the ship, sir.
Wow, are we gonna die?
The Outlander looks up at you, is like, can you die?
I mean, yeah, but I just go back to hell. But anyways, it'll be fun. Y'all got this. Come on.
This
Y'all are
better
the
be-
fucking band.
Yeah, this better be a fucking new band member because I don't have the space right now. You know, I'm tapped.
Out
Emotionally,
of
that is.
spoons.
As Archimedes pipes up again and says, Sir, I don't know how this is possible, but it seems to be docking in the cargo bay. And
That's what she said.
the Outlander just takes off running out the door towards the cargo bay. Does anybody want to follow him?
Of course.
Oh, I'm sending
Yeah.
it. I'm sending it.
As
Oh man. My
As you
first
guys just
adventure,
keep up
can't
the
wait.
chase on the Outlander's heels as he rounds down the stairs and heads down to the bottom of the ship to the cargo bay. The sound that you've been hearing gets louder and louder. And as you stand in the cargo bay, you can hear the sound just resonating and echoing everywhere. Something starts to appear before you. And as it starts to come into view, and come more and more solid. What you guys are seeing appears to be a rectangular shaped blue box.
Oh my god! Oh wait.
Oh my god.
As like something's inside the box, or her character is a big blue box.
All you know is what's appearing is just a big blue box in the cargo bay.
Holy
Ooh,
TARDIS of
gifts.
Gallifrey.
This is a big box, like the size of a telephone booth.
It's a TARDIS.
As a-
That's not nice. It's probably gifts or a visitor. Let's go check them out.
yeah, I guess I go. Yeah, just open it up. I guess.
Well, as it becomes more solid, and Crampy, you go to reach for the door.
I'd like to stop him and like grab his hand. We can't let the stars be hurt here, okay? I got this.
Oh jeez. Okay. Yeah. All right. Get your delicate hands in here.
Okay. And he
Because,
just like
like, you-
rips the door open.
Well, as you go to reach for the door, just before you can grab that handle, it opens up. Out steps what appears to be a female and two companions that step out behind her.
Oh, for crying
As
out
they
loud.
look around,
God damn it.
confused as to where they're at, another figure emerges, and this figure seems to be wearing a blue suit with a tan overcoat. And he looks
Oh
around
my
and he
god.
says, "Huh. Wonder how we ended up here."
You like crashed in our ship or something. Hi, I'm Gruzzle.
And he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, well, you're not the most interesting thing that I've seen before, but you definitely are interesting, my friend."
Oh, you're great too.
Oh my god, what is happening?
As this person now turns and meets eyes with the Outlander, they both lock a gaze. Before that, though, Dre, will you describe what your character looks like and the two companions that came out with you?
You muted?
Dre, you with us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So there's actually three. Sorry. So she's wearing a purple jacket with a yellow folded outlining. She's a crimson colored tiefling with two round horns, and between those two horns, there's another set of horns that have been. It looks like they've been filed down. On her back is a kind of a mixture of a guitar lute type of experiment that has a sword's hilt at the top of it, and in her tail she's actually holding a cutlass sword, and she's wearing brown leather boots, and I'll post a picture for you guys.
Wow. So, you're a doctor?
No. and behind her there is looks like to be a very feminine tiefling maid. The tiefling maid has ram-like horns and short spiky hair and looks very shy, and they're more of a blue color. Then there is a second one where he's a shirtless tiefling who's he's very sculpted, and he just looks like an overall handsome jackass. And next to that looks like to be a tiefling that has heavy chopped facial hair. You know the chops.
Yes.
Yeah, facial hair.
Okay.
And he's wearing glasses and almost looks like a butler suit. This place is just totes gorgeous. I mean, don't get me wrong, the box is nice, but my word, look at all of this. What even is this? Rico, massage. As she smiles, and the shirtless tiefling starts to rub her shoulders as she just looks at you guys smiling.
Wow. Um. Wow. There's so many of you. These are your assistants.
Yes. In my realm of hell, uh, I am a knight to my family, and I just got done going on a music tour with the doctor. Let me tell you, it was a hoot.
Oh my god.
All the devils would rave about it. And oh, these are my lovely caretakers. They've been with me my whole life. You know, the one
Yeah.
rubbing my shoulders, his name is Ricardo. The older gentleman is Zavroth Winston. And this cute little one, and as she points to the very feminine shy maid, his name is Toffee.
Wow.
He's what some people would call a fanboy maid, but we don't need to worry about that. He's cute.
Jesus
He's great at
Christ.
cleaning. And he just blushes dark blue.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Introductions. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. My name is Cassandra Bullum, and I am a bard from the College of Glamour.
You don't say.
No, I mean, I just did.
uh, my name is Crampy Stan, and we, all of us, form the band here of Beast, Goat, and Man.
Oh.
But
You
now that I
know,
think about it, the Beast is out of the equation.
oh.
We're gonna have to reconsider the name of the band.
Oh, I hate renaming the band. We've done it twice already.
Oh,
Hey, I don't write the rules, I just follow them.
Y'all are just an absolute hoot. My name's Gruzzle, by the way. Also from hell. Nice to meet you. I think I've heard of you. You're kind of a little famous.
a little bit. I mean, it's not like I fought an angel or anything and then romanced it. Stop.
Oh my god.
Guys, she's just a little more famous than y'all down in hell. You know, just like a couple thousand more followers. But
Oh my god.
not as cool as y'all. Just saying. Actually, she's my second favorite band. Sorry.
Oh my
And
god.
she does like a Japanese, what are those Japanese women called? Not models,
Geisha?
idols. She does like a Japanese idol stance
Idol, yeah.
when
You're
he
like-
says that.
You're like my second favorite band behind these goofballs. You're like my favorite idol, because they're not really an idol band, actually. But yeah.
I'm so happy to meet a fan. I'll sign whatever you want, unless it's something off your body. Then maybe.
I don't have anything to sign, and my sword would probably burn it. So for right now, I'm okay. But it's so great to meet you.
You too.
Y'all should invite her to your band.
Yeah, you know what? We just lost the space and we need more backed up guitars. Honestly, we need more of it.
Oh. I mean, I'm also a fantastic vocalist too, if you need me to be.
Perfect. We can get some triple harmonies going.
Harmony. Yes. Love it. Love it.
With this interaction going on, it doesn't take very long for everybody to kind of notice that the Outlander and what Cassandra referred to as the Doctor have been looking each other up and down, kind of eyeballing each other. They've gotten rather close. The Outlander says, "Who are you?" And he replies back, "Well, who are you?" He's like, "I am the captain of this ship. I answer the questions here." And he responds, "Well, I am the captain," as he points to the box, "of this ship, and I will ask the questions here." The Outlander replies back, "Listen here, Mr. Snappy." And he goes, "Actually, if you don't mind," as he reaches up and adjusts his tie, "it's just the Doctor. And this is where we're gonna stop for tonight."
Wow, wait.
What a session.
Wow,
What a session.
Indeed.